1 minute 30, Cabbage.
He's got it locked in on the scoreboard.
No worries.
So then we just say, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready, Cabbage. Hey? No, the warm-up. The warm-up.
You ready, Cabbage? Let's go.
Cabbage?
Turn the video on, Cabbage.
Oh, no. Is that on?
He's a complete idiot.
Right, start, go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's grand final, A-Reserve grand final between Perkunas and Dodgers. Co-commentator Tony Simons will now take over.
Yes, we've got 1 minute to go in the warm-up here tonight between this reserve grade final between Perkunas and Dodgers. Players are getting ready now, prepared to take the court. Our coaches tonight for Perkunas, Roger Boucher, and for Dodgers, Roger Fairfield. Yep, that's him.
Umpires tonight are Michael Mundy and we've got no idea.
Leanne Spotswood.
That's her. This will be a very good game, I reckon, Tony.
Yes, the two teams have played 2 games tonight before this.
Yes.
We've got David Scott tonight introducing the teams.
Yes.
Number 4 for Perkunas tonight, Vic Radzavicius coming onto the court. Experienced player for Perkunas. Number 5, Todd Pekovic. 7, Peter Stanwicks. Number 9, Scott Viney.
Number
10, Roderick Gleeson. 11, Dave Shaddock. 12, Kurt Rezick. 14, Stan Turnbull. Coach, Roger Boucher.
Number 4, Ross Brockman. Very experienced player. And number 5, Peter Brockman. 7, Peter Woodhouse. Justin Reville's quite a young player for his A-Reserve group.
Still a junior.
Number 9, Ed Walsh. Number 10, Scott Fairfield.
Another young player.
Joel coming on. Number 13, Mark Lewiston. Number 14, Dave Solder, the biggest player on the court tonight. Coach tonight for Dodgers is actually Peter Brockman. Umpire has given 1 minute to play.
Both teams here tonight are a mixture of youth and experience. Perkunas probably the younger of the two teams, but balanced up with Peter Stanwicks, Vic Radzavicius, blending in with the younger boys. Should be a good game.
Yes, it should be a very close game. Last 2 accounts, these teams were very close.
Yeah. Probably no more than 10 points in it, I'd say. It'll be a very close game tonight.
Yes. Scott Fairfield there.
Crowd here, Tony, starting to build up already. Should be packed house, I reckon, for the final game.
Yes, the A grade tonight between Marty's and Sharks should shape up to be a very good game.
Should be a very good game indeed. Both teams very experienced. Good Americans playing for both teams. Danny Adams and Patrick Langlois should be a good matchup.
Yes, should be.
You got an early prediction for this game, Tony?
Well, at the start, looks like Dodgers have got just that little bit more experience than what Perkunas have.
Yes,
but
I'd say so.
the younger players in Perkunas are quite good in Scott Vine and Roderick Gleeson. So we could be in for a good game.
Should be a very good game. Mike Mundy about to start the game as soon as the players come onto the court.
Mike Mundy will take no abuse from any player, so
no.
tech fouls could be handed out this game.
It's very possible.
few fiery players.
That's true. Starting lineup for Perkunas, number 4, Vic Radzavicius, 6, Todd Kovacic, 11, Dave Shaddock, 12, Kurt Rezic, 7, Peter Stanwicks. Dodgers, they're starting 5, Ross Brockman, Peter Brockman, Scott Fairfield,
Peter Woodhouse.
Peter Woodhouse, and Joel McInnes.
Joel,
is it?
Joel. Vic Radzavicius off to Todd Kovacic. Perkunas start with the ball. Peter Stanwicks.
He'll set the play up.
Back to the top. Oh no, inside.
Strong inside move, Vic Radzavicius diving the scoring. It's 2-0 here tonight. We're away.
Yes, Perkunas 2-0. Good move by Vic Radzavicius. Ross Brockman
for 3. He's off.
Perkunas with the rebound. Out comes Peter Stanwicks.
Pulls
Has
up
a
for
shot.
jumper. Off. Kurt Rezic. 2
Kurt
points.
Rezic. 2 points to Kurt Rezic. Good rebound there, very strong. Peter Brockman with the ball. Off to his brother Ross. Joel. Peter Woodhouse inside and a foul's been called. Push to number 12.
Kurt Rezic. Dodgers to take the ball on the side. We've been playing a minute and Perkunas have already got a 4-point lead.
Yes, Perkunas have opened very well tonight. Keeping plenty of pressure on the Dodgers players. We just have a hold up with the refs at the moment. They reckon play ball, they say. Dodgers with the ball. Mix up there, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, referees showing some confusion early in the game. Not a good sign at all. Dave Shaddock brings the ball away for Perkunas.
Bad pass then by Dodgers, Peter Woodhouse. Todd
Kovacic goes baseline, fouled on the way.
Peter Woodhouse with a foul,
Foul
number
there on
7.
Peter Woodhouse, that's right. Perkunas to take the ball from the side.
Good move inside then by Todd Kovacic. Perkunas with the ball. Out to the top.
Ross
Bad
Brockman
pass.
with the steal. Peter Brockman.
Peter
Lay up
Brockman's
on.
away.
He's missed it.
Unlucky. Out come
Difficult shot from
Perkunas.
Peter Brockman.
No. Perkunas with the ball. Baseline to Stanwicks. Stanwicks balls.
Fake. Shots off.
Dodgers with the ball.
Joel McInnes to Peter Brockman. Ross is running down the other side.
Peter
Pulls
stops.
up. Jump shot.
Off.
White ball.
Very fast start by both teams tonight,
Yes.
Tony.
Missed shots though, causing the problems early.
Yes. Ross Brockman with the ball.
Trying to get the offence organised.
Peter Woodhouse with the shot. And
That's
it's in.
on. Dodgers have opened their scoring.
Good shot, Peter Woodhouse.
Yes. He's not all that old either, is he, Tony? He's only a junior, I think.
Yes. 18, I think he is.
Yep.
Perkunas on
Dave
the
Shaddock
base.
on the base. Todd Kovacic. Perkunas have got a very tall team on the court out here tonight, Tony.
Yes, Perkunas with the... Oh, Ross Brockman with the steal. Good pass to Ross, actually. Peter with the steal. Good
And
shot
that's
by
on.
Ross
The
Brockman.
scores are level, 4 apiece. Brockman brothers have a tendency to work well together, Tony, when they're playing together.
Very well. Both good guards.
That's right.
Perkunas with the ball at the base. Back out to Peter Stanwicks to the top.
Dave Shaddock, Peter Stanwicks, Kurt Rezic. Vic
Pass
Radzavicius
inside.
in the key. Close to 3 seconds there would have to be.
Peter
Foul's been
Woodhouse.
called on the shot. It's a holding foul on Joel McInnes. Peter Stanwicks will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yes. Peter Stanwicks on the line. One of
McInnes
the-
could take the lead here from Dodgers.
Yes. Peter Stanwicks, one of the older players in the league.
Definitely. Been playing for a long time. He's still a good player though, very fit.
Yes.
Hit the first one. 1 shot to come. He
Perkunas
hits that.
lead by 2. We've got a horn out in the crowd.
Yes, Dennis Lockley making a lot of noise here tonight.
Yes.
Ross Brockman with the 3-pointers off. Kurt
Yeah.
Rezic rebounds for Perkunas. They're running it away. Fast breaks on. Stolen by Ross Brockman. It's over the court, over the line though. Perkunas will take the ball on the side. Peter Stanwicks trying to set up the offence. Kurt Rezic at the base. Back to Todd Kovacic. Dave Shaddock in the top. put up for a jump shot from the foul line. It's
Good
good.
shot.
Perkunas lead 8-4.
Yes. Good shot then.
Dodgers still looking very unsettled here tonight.
Yes, usually
Without
are.
a big man on the court. Dave Solder sitting on the bench, of course. Peter Anderson with an unsuccessful drive. Kurt Rezic brings the ball away for Perkunas. That's double dribble. Brought it above his shoulder. Ross Brockman inbounds it for Dodgers to Peter. We're back into it again.
Joel McGuinness at the moment.
He's had a shot.
Off.
Big
Rebound.
vicious, big rebound. Out to Dave Shoddock. The fast
Away
breaks
come
on.
Perkunas.
Kurt Rezic. He's missed that. Todd Kovacic had the ball stolen by Peter Brockman. Scott Fairfield coming away with it.
Oh.
That's gone out of line, out of the court. Perkunas come away again. Peter Stanwick's bringing the ball up the court.
Yes, bad moves then by Dodgers. They had the ball and lost.
It's a travel. Dodgers ball.
Dodgers again from the side.
Michael Mundy scored a tech foul on Dave Shattock. Dodgers, will go to the line to shoot 2. Michael Mundy's showing already, Tony, that he's not going to take anything here tonight.
No.
Getting the game under control at an early stage, which is good to see.
Yes, very good umpire, Michael Mundy. He would take nothing from these players. Tech foul is what it deserved.
Joel McGuinness will shoot these free throws.
Just looks like the Dodgers players are a little bit tired. Needing a towel and a drink already.
Joel McGuinness shooting those foul shots. He's missed the first.
Yes, Perkunas in the lead 8-4 now.
Yes, Perkunas appeared the first team to settle down.
And that shot was in. Joel McGuinness hitting
Yes.
1 from 2.
Perkunas definitely with a height advantage out here tonight. Vic Radzavicius has shot a 3, and it's
And
in.
it's in.
Perkunas race to 11-5, and they're definitely starting to open up a bit of a break on Dodgers here tonight.
Yes, very good shot then by Vic Radzavicius. Nice outside 3-pointer.
Ross Brockman to Joel McGuinness.
Joel
Looking for a
McGuinness shoots.
shot.
And
It's a 3. They've got a 3. Joel McGuinness cuts the lead back to 3 for Perkunas.
It's a
Peter
good shot.
Stanwick's bringing up the ball. Kurt Rezic.
Back to Todd Kovacic.
Peter Stanwick's at the top. Vic's posted up at high. Todd Kovacic. It's a shot. It's off. No talking there from the Dodgers players. And Todd Kovacic shot an air ball. Dodgers ball.
Yes. Bad shot then by Todd Kovacic. Very loose.
Yes. Joel McGuinness inside to
pass.
Peter Brockman. Brings it back out. Had a shot.
Blocked.
Dave Shattock. Scott Fairfield. Inside.
In.
2 points. Dodgers have cut the lead to back to 1 to Perkunas.
Yes, good rebound then by Scott Fairfield and good shot. Goes Vic out at the top. To
And
Ross
he's thrown it
Brockman.
away to Ross Brockman. Fast breaks on. 3-on-2 to
Good
Peter.
pass. Oh,
Nice defence, Dave Shattock. Todd Kovacic has not got his head up at all. Bad
No.
play.
the Perkunas are forced to hold the ball out instead
Yes,
of
that was
fast
a risky
break.
pass as well. Dodgers excellent defence here.
Travel's been
Trouble
called.
called. Dodgers ball. Now, can they take the lead here, Tony?
Well, very straggly shots at the start from Dodgers. They need to
Yep.
settle it down, play good team basketball to win.
It's true.
Ross Brockman with the
They've
ball.
got some good outside shooters as well, Dodgers.
Yes.
Dave Solder, of course, the biggest man from probably both teams, is sitting on the bench. Peter Brockman from the top of the key.
Good
He
shot,
scored,
Peter
and Dodgers
Brockman.
have got the lead by a point. So already tonight, this team showing their closeness.
Yes. Oh, a miss by Joel McGuinness then. Easy pass.
Vic Radzavicius has lost it. It's Dodgers ball. Vic seems to be making some basic mistakes here tonight. Joel McGuinness
Yes.
to Peter Brockman. He's had a shot. And
There's
that's off.
another.
Scott Fairfield. Peter Anderson. He scored.
Yes, Peter Woodhouse scores
Peter Woodhouse.
2 points. Good pass then by Scott Fairfield.
Perkunas
Back over the
coach
top.
Roger Boucher called a timeout.
He'd be worried, I reckon, at the moment.
So at this first time out, Dodgers lead 12-11.
Right. Highest scorer for Perkunas has been Vic Radzavicius with 5 points. Peter Stanwick with 2, Dave Shattock with 2, and that's about all. With Dodgers, you've got Ross Brockman 2, Peter Brockman 2, Peter Woodhouse 4, Scott Fairfield 2, and Joel McGuinness has scored 4 also. Very even this start.
Yes.
3 points in it. 12 minutes 44 seconds to go in this first half.
No players are dominating. It's definitely both teams are playing a team game.
Yes, very good so far.
That lead is actually 14-11 to Dodgers.
3 points ahead.
Perkunas bringing the ball back up. Peter Stanwicks. Kurt Razik, Vic Radzavicius.
Back out to the top to Peter Stanwicks. He'll settle the play down. Todd Kovacic with the ball. Peter Stanwicks. Out to the base. Shots
Razik.
there. No.
Inside
Vic
to Vic
Radzavicius.
Radzavicius, and
He's
scored.
hit it. 2 more points to Vic Radzavicius.
Brings
Good
Perkunas
shooting.
within a point.
Very even at the moment. Crowd's getting bigger here tonight,
Yes.
Anthony.
At
Peter
least
Woodhouse.
half full already. Peter Woodhouse.
Unlucky.
Just off. Ross Brockman, a big
with the
rebound.
Pass
Back
out.
to Peter.
Oh,
Stolen by Peter Stanwicks.
Oh, bad pass.
No, Peter Stanwicks. Scott
2
Fairfield
points.
scores. Peter Stanwicks should never have made that mistake.
No.
Been playing basketball for a number of years now. Very experienced player.
It's a very bad mistake, Peter Stanwicks. Now to the base. Peter Stanwicks again. Dave Shattuck. Back to Peter. Shots up. Off.
Short.
Rebound.
Followed it in. He's got a rebound. He's
Off.
missed that.
Joel McGuinness with the rebound this
Yep.
time for Dodgers. Slow it down.
Yep. The Dodgers settling it down there. They had the chance of the fast break.
Peter Woodhouse to the top to Joel McGuinness. Good
Good
pass.
pass inside. Scott Fairfield, but he's
Oh, the charge has been called.
Peter
Charge.
Stanwicks holding his ground. Scott Fairfield getting called for the charging foul.
As Perkunas come away with the ball. The sub's been called for Perkunas. Roderick Gleason comes on and replaces Todd Kovacic. Roderick Gleason, another young player, being only 16 years of age, or 16 or 17.
Yeah, it shows a lot of promise.
Yes.
Interesting tonight that for Perkunas we've got Scott Viney sitting on the bench, and Dodgers have got Dave Salter sitting on the bench.
Yes, Scott Vine, a very good player, played well in A grade last week,
Yeah, played the preliminary final.
but that's the way it goes.
That's right. Roger Boucher must have some reason for keeping him on the bench for this long.
Yes.
Halfway through the first half,
Oh,
a foul on Ross Brockman.
push to Ross Brockman. He acknowledges a foul.
Roger Gleason did well there to hold his position on the court.
Yes.
Perkunas setting up a side play. Dave Shattuck out to Roger Gleason.
Roderick Gleason brings it out the top, slows it down. Out to Peter Stanwicks. Stanwicks inside to Vic Ratchadiscus. Shots up. Off. Oh, good rebound then by Dave Shattuck and Joel McGuinness, both number 11s.
Jump ball here.
Who?
A jump ball.
Yeah.
Won by Dave Shattuck. Vic Radzavicius. Peter Brockman, 30 hands. Slap on the arm of Vic Radzavicius. Peter Stanwicks to take it to the side for Perkunas. Passes it into Dave Shattuck. Roger Gleason, strong move.
And points are good, but the score is cancelled. Roderick Gleason using his elbow. No score and Dodgers ball at the side.
Before the shot. Unlucky, there was a good shot.
Yes.
Fortunately he charged before getting the shot away.
Ross Brockman with the ball for Dodgers. Out to brother Peter, back at the top. Looks inside.
Down the middle. Not on.
Peter Woodhouse.
Baseline Ross Brockman. He's lost it though. Not a good pass.
Hello.
Yes, here's a substitution we thought. Scott Viney coming on now for Peter Stanwicks. Very exciting player, Scott Viney.
Yes. Dennis Lockley with his horn once again. Roderick Gleason with the ball. Off to Vinan.
Baseline, Kurt Rezick back to the pass, and that's a good move. He's showing already. That's the man we've talked about. Scores already. Perkunas are back within a point of Dodgers.
Oh, bad pass in by Peter
Dave
Brockman.
Shattuck. Perkunas here with the chance to come back from the lead.
Perkunas on. Big Ratchadiscus. Looks inside. Dave Shattuck.
Scott
4
Viner
points for
scores
Scott
again.
Viner.
Been on the court for 30 seconds and he's already scored 4 points, put Perkunas back into the lead by a point.
Yes, still a very even game here tonight with 8 minutes to go in this first half. Good pass inside, bad luck.
On tech foul. Michael Mundy calls his second one, still in the first half. Ross Brockman, tech foul for kicking away the ball. And Dodgers have called a timeout.
Yes. Still very even here tonight.
Yeah, only a point in it. Very close game.
Yes, Perkunas winning by 1. 7 minutes 54 to remain to go in this half.
Yes, these two teams have met twice previously during the year, and I think one margin was by 3 points and one was by 5, each team having a win each. So this is being showed again tonight with only a point in it.
Yes.
Scott Viney coming on there a couple of minutes before this timeout was called and scoring 4 points very quickly. We said he'd be one of the main players here tonight. He was left on the bench for the first 10 minutes of this half. Came on to show his class.
Yes, Scott Vine, a very good player from underage. Dodgers will have to put a fast player to keep him down.
Yep. Dave Shattuck here to have 2 shots for that tech foul called on Ross Brockman before the timeout.
Yeah, stupid tech foul on Ross Brockman's behalf. Should not kick the ball.
Dave
Scores
Shattuck
good.
the first. Gives Perkunas a 2-point lead.
Second shot's off. Peter Brockman with the ball. On to Joel McGuinness. Oh, off
no.
again. 2 hands for beginners, Joel McGuinness.
Yes, should definitely have gone for that with 2 hands.
Perkunas with the ball. Scott Vinan, Roderick Gleeson, Dave Shattuck, baseman number 12. Back to the top, Scott Vinan. Looks inside.
Jumper shot from the foul line.
Good shot from Scott Vinan.
Oh, geez, a good player.
Yeah, 6 points already. He's only been on the court for 2.5 minutes.
Let's give Perkunas a lead of 4 points.
Dodgers with the ball. McGuinness.
They'll be looking to score here.
Oh, bad pass.
Very close
Peter
to backcourt.
Brockman with the ball. Dodgers very lucky on that occasion.
Yep.
Brockman
Peter's had
shoots.
a shot. 10
Off.
seconds left on the shot clock.
Perkunas with the ball. Ross Brockman steals. He's gone all the way.
3 seconds called on Scott Fairfield.
Unlucky Dodgers then. Scott
Yes.
Fairfield in the key for
Very
just
unlucky.
a bit long. Perkunas with the ball once again. Dave Shattuck. Up.
And
Good
that's the
shot.
end. Perkunas lead by 6 now. They're starting to race away with it. Dennis Lockby's getting overexcited on that horn, don't you think, Tony?
Yes, he is. Someone might have to shut him up in a minute.
Ross Brockman across the court to Joel McGuinness.
Joel looks inside. Oh, bad pass.
Oh, that pass definitely wasn't onto Ross Brockman in there, but they've kept the ball.
And a sub's been called for Dodgers.
Yes, Justin Revel and Mark Wilson bringing out Ross Brockman and
Peter Woodhouse.
Peter Woodhouse. So Dodgers with 3 guards on the court at the moment.
Yes. And down 6 points.
Yes.
Bad position to be in, Dodgers.
Justin Revel only a junior.
Mark
Very
Wilson.
promising at that. Mark Wilson, Peter Brockman. Dodgers can't get any penetration at here at the moment. Peter Brockman trying to set it up, and 30 seconds has been called. So that's excellent defence from Perkunas. Peter Brockman's keeping the ball. We have to get rid of that or he get a tech foul.
Timeout's been called to
Dodgers have called a timeout.
We just saw Perkunas put on a man-to-man on Dodgers, and they folded quite easily.
Proved very effective, didn't it?
Yes, good defence by Perkunas at that state.
Yeah, Perkunas have opened up a 6-point lead. That's going to be hard to peg back. We've got under 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Yes.
Crowds building all the time here tonight. I think we'll definitely have a packed house by the time our main game's on.
I should think so, and it will be a good game too.
Certainly will. Could go either way.
Yes. 10 seconds has been called by umpire Michael Mundy.
So we're about to get back into it. You still see Dace Holder on the bench, Tony. Do you think he might be injured?
I'm not sure. I'm quite surprised he hasn't made a debut into this game, but
Yeah.
could very well be injured.
Scott Viney, a good move, and he's been fouled on the shot by Joel McGuinness. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
It's a good move by Scott Vine at that stage. He deserved his shots.
Seventeen fouls on White. That could prove expensive. Perkunas only got 3. Scott Viney scores the first. Perkunas have opened this lead to 7. Successful with the second, and Scott Viney scored 8 points already. Justin Revel between the legs there, very promising guard. He's only a junior. Dodgers keep the ball.
Yeah, he's a very good player, Justin Revel. Come up through underage with Revellers, I think.
Yes, that would probably be right. Peter Brockman's got the ball at the top. Mark Wilston.
To Joel McGuinness.
Dodgers have got
Shot.
no one cutting the key at all.
Good
He's
shot
made
by
that
Joel
shot.
McGuinness. 2 points, Joel McGuinness.
That's his 6th for the game.
Travel has been called on Roderick Gleeson. So Dodgers once again with the ball.
Yes, this game looks like going up and down, very close all the way through.
Oh.
Joel McGuinness. Oh, Mark Wilston lucky to keep possession of the ball.
The foul's been
Scott
called
Viney's
on
been
Scott
called.
Vine. It's good defence here by Perkunas. They're keeping Dodgers out very
Yes,
well at the
playing
moment.
very effective man-to-man.
Good pass
Dodgers,
to
I don't think, have screened at all yet since this offence has been implied.
No. Shot by Peter Brockman.
That's
It's long.
Scott Fairfield inside.
That's
Lucky
off.
not basket tending called there. I think Dave Shaddock hit the net with his hand.
Yeah, very lucky then Perkunas to come away without points.
Perkunas,
Final.
of course, not playing in our A-grade final tonight, so they'll be looking to win one here.
Yes. Shaddock with the ball.
Low to Peter Stanwicks. Short with a shot. He's got a rebound. Joel
Joel
McGuinness
McGuinness.
takes it from him. Mark
Under
Wilston. 2 on 1.
Oh,
Excellent block,
block.
Roderick Gleeson.
And
And a
on.
good pass. Vic Rads are vicious. Peter Brockman, no, the shot's short. Scott Viney battling with the rebound. He keeps possession of the ball.
Very fierce
Oh,
here.
excellent work, Scott Viney. Geez, a good player.
Perkunas are lucky to keep the ball. Some
Yes.
bad passing
Scrambly
here.
play. Scott Viney did well there.
Yes.
Can't help talking about that man. Every play phase he's involved in. Peter Stanwicks off for the shot. Scott Viney.
Bad luck,
Dodgers
Scott
ball.
Vine. Dodgers from the side. Very scrappy basketball here at the moment. Oh,
Mark
bad
Wilston.
passes everywhere.
Perkunas retain a 6-point lead with 3 minutes 16 to go in the half.
Dodgers with the ball.
Scott Fairfield takes Vic Rads a vicious baseline. He's
Oh,
fouled him.
fouled.
Very obvious foul. Good move, Scott Fairfield. Taking Vic Rads a vicious along the baseline, pulling up short for the shot. We go to the line to shoot 2.
Yes, Scott Vine, and if Scott Fairfield puts these in, only 4 points down, then will Dodgers beat. Another timeout's been called already, Tony. That's 3 in this half so far.
Yes. Did you see, was it called that timeout, Tony?
Perkunas that time.
Perkunas called that one.
Actually, that's their 4.
That's the 4
So-
timeouts used up for the half. Both teams having called 2 timeouts.
It's very unsettled at the moment.
Our
Players-
cameraman here tonight, Paul Bradford's picked someone out in the crowd.
Yes, we'll just go through the crowd, Paul, and see who is actually here. See if there's anyone we know here at all.
Our leading scorers tonight, Perkunas, Vic Radzavicius 7, Scott Viney 8, Dave Shaddock 5, and for Dodgers, Joel McGuinness has got 6, Scott Fairfield 4, and Peter Woodhouse 4. Scott
Yeah.
Fairfield's at the line here to shoot 2, of course.
It's very even, these teams at the moment. No one actually gaining or losing. This 6-point margin has been held for the last about 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's been some scrambly play.
It's very scrambling. The crowd's getting bigger every time we look.
Yeah. Scott Fairfield's unsuccessful with the first.
Will he score his second? No.
Tony's predicted no. And he's right. Scott Viney the rebound, defensive rebound there.
Oh,
Joel
bad
McGuinness has
pass.
taken a steal, but it's over the line.
Unlucky
Perkunas
then,
side
Dodgers.
ball.
Perkunas having more of the play, I think, so far this game than Dodgers.
Yes, I think so. Mark Wilson's still there, but it's forced over the line off the hands of Scott Viney. Oh, Mark Wilson, a bad pass.
Yes, both teams need to settle down and play basketball.
Dodgers throwing away the opportunities they're getting in this half. Scott Viney, 2-point shot, short. Todd Kovacic gets into the back of Joel McGuinness.
Dodgers with the ball once again at base, or on the side to be precise. I see the clock saying only 2 minutes 24 remaining, 24-18
6 fouls, so one more and we'll be looking at Dodgers having one-on-one. Fouls after that. Scott Fairfield pulls up a jumper short. Scott Viney, defensive rebound again. Oh, an excellent ball control. Dave Shaddock on the break. Todd Kovacic. And he's missed it. Second chance, and he's put that one in.
Todd Kovacic, 2 points.
That's his first score for the game.
Yeah, he shouldn't have missed the first layup, though.
No.
Bad basics by Todd Kovacic. Revel with the ball. Bad passes here everywhere.
Yeah. Manages to maintain control of the ball. Joel Guinness. Justin Revel. Shot.
Soft.
Joel McGuinness. Vic Rhodes vicious. Breaks on. Peter Stanwicks. Will he catch the ball? No. Out over the line. Not a good pass there from Vic.
A bit long. Dodgers with the ball once again.
Dodgers will look to score here with just under a minute and a half remaining in the half.
Still a very scrambly play.
Justin Revel. Oh no, Scott Viney. Justin Revel, good ball control.
Scott Viney with a foul, I think.
Foul's been called on him. Justin Revel, good work.
Very fast, Justin Revel. Did well to keep in front of the player.
That's Scott Viney's second foul, personal foul, and both teams in the 7-foul situation. Dodgers will need to score here before the half. They're already behind by 8 points, just under a minute remaining in the half. Peter Brockman. Mark Wilson at the top, balancing it up back to Peter Brockman. We look for a 3-pointer. No, it's only a 2. It's off.
Rebound.
Dave Shaddock.
Oh.
Foul's been called on Dave Shaddock. Charge.
Yes. Umpire Michael Mundy getting right into this game. He's calling up everything he sees, which is very good.
That's true.
Dodgers with the ball.
Joel McGuinness, it's a 3-pointer, he's short. Peter Stanwicks with the rebound. 14 seconds remaining in the half. Played down to Scott Viney on the baseline. He's lost it. Keeps it. Peter Stanwicks. 5 left on the clock.
3 seconds, 2 seconds.
No, it's a travel.
And
that's the end of the first half.
We see Perkunas with the lead, 26-18. A very scrambly half. We will now sign off if Paul would like to turn the video off. See you next half. Welcome back to the second half of tonight's grand final in the A Reserve match between Dodgers and Perkunas. A very even game so far. We've got Dodgers on 18, Perkunas 26. Perkunas lead by 6 points. So far today, it's been a very scrambling match, with both teams losing the ball on a number of occasions and no settled offense has been played yet. We've got Paul Bradford on the camera and Tony Simons next to me commentating. He will just bring up now the scores of each individuals for both teams.
Right, for Perkunas, we've got Vic Rajavicius has scored 7, Todd Kovacic 2, Peter Stanwicks 2, Scott Viney 8, Dave Shaddock 5, Kurt Rezic 2. For Dodgers, Ross Brockman 2, Peter Brockman 2, Peter Woodhouse 4, Scott Fairfield 4, Joel McGuinness 6. No player in foul trouble at all. Todd Kovacic and Scott Viney both with 2 for Perkunas. Ross Brockman and Joel McGuinness with 2 for Dodgers.
Second half now just about to begin. We've got number 9 starting off this half with Dodgers. Mr. Walsh, he'll take the jump.
Kurt Resick
Coming
wins
in,
it easy
Kurt
though.
Resick.
Mark Wilson with the steal. I think Tony David Salter must definitely be injured. He hasn't played at all in the first half and hasn't started in the second.
Yes, I don't know why he hasn't come on the court so far, but there must be some reason. Umpire's ball at the side, Perkunas.
Very interesting. Both teams having trouble getting the ball inside in the first half. And
Yes.
Dodgers have got Dave Salter, their tallest player, on the bench, and Perkunas have got Stanley Turner, their tallest, on the bench.
Good move underside there by Kurt Resick. Nice little layup. That puts Perkunas further ahead. 10 points now. 18-28. Number 9 with the ball blocked. Perkunas with the ball. Dave Raddock back to Stanwicks. Stanwicks will bring it up and settle it down. On to David Shattuck. Out to the top, Stanwicks. Vinan inside.
It's got Viney, the star of the first half.
Yes, jump ball now. Justin Revel just taking the ball off Scott Vinan there for a while. Jump ball. Scott Vinan should win this very easy.
Yeah, he'll be very disappointed, I should think, if he loses it.
Yes.
Yes, he's won it easy.
A red ball on the side. White moved. Any predictions for this game so far, Tony?
Well, Perkunas at the moment, of course, have got that 10-point lead. I think Dodgers at least are going to have to work very hard to cut that back. Of course, they've got very good outside shooters in Scott Ross and Peter Brockman. We'll see either of them start to take their position in this court. They could hit some of those shots and they could cut that lead back very easily.
Scott Vinan. Oh, out come Dodgers again. Fast break. Vic
Ratzavicius. Oh no, he's lost it again.
Ross Brockman.
On court to Walsh. Pulls up for a jumper. It's off.
Rebound
Justin
by
Revel.
Revel. Good ball. Bad luck. Perkunas with the ball. Oh,
Mark
stolen.
Wilson.
Perkunas
Back to Dave Shattuck though.
Out to Scott Vinan. Vinan will slow it down for Perkunas. On to Shattuck.
Peter Stanwicks on the base. Inside Dave Shattuck. Joel McGuinness has fouled him.
The shots will come now to Shattuck. Shattuck a good strong player for Perkunas. Joel McGuinness just not making his ground.
No, and that's his third foul too, Tony. I think he played right through the first half, so obviously one of Dodgers' key players in foul trouble.
Yes. Shattuck with the shots. First one's in. Nice shot by Dave Shattuck. Dave Shattuck again. Second shot's in too. Good shooting then by Dave Shattuck.
Yeah, Perkunas have opened up a 12-point lead now. Dodgers are going to have to work very hard from here on in.
Yes, Perkunas look as if they're going on with it at the moment, but anything can happen in the next 17.5 minutes.
Well, that's
Good
exactly
shot by
what we're
Ross
talking
Brockman.
about. Ross Brockman puts in a 3.
Yes.
He's a very good shooter from outside, Tony. If he starts making a few of these, the Dodgers could cut that margin back very quickly.
Yes, if Brockman starts firing, Perkunas are in trouble. Perkunas with the ball outside.
Radzavicius.
3 points.
Three-pointer, and
in.
it's good.
Good shooting by both teams at the moment.
Yeah.
Nice shot, Vic Ratzavicius.
In the past, Vic had been considered very much an inside player, but he's shown tonight that he's got a very good outside shot. Justin Revel doing well to keep the ball with Dodgers. Walsh goes baseline. Justin Revel, he's lost it over the base. Guinness will take the ball.
Perkunas with the ball. Here comes Dave Shattuck back again.
Scott Viney. Kurt Resick on the base. He's faked him. He's gone inside, and it's good.
2 points again. Kurt Resick, another good shot. That's 2 good drives in a row he's just done.
Looks like a very promising player, Kurt Resick. Very tall young man.
Yes.
Mark Wilson at the top. Out wide to Ross Brockman. Mark Wilson. Justin Revel. Put up for the shot. It's short. Walsh rebound.
This is out to Revel.
Mark Wilson. It's off.
Perkunas ball at the side. Vinan now with the ball. Bring it up for Perkunas. Vinan off to Shattuck. Shots up. Oh, pass.
Excellent pass to Peter Stanwicks
And
inside, and he scored.
Perkunas go further ahead
Yeah,
now.
16 points now. Dodgers are going to have a lot of trouble getting back from here.
There's a lot of work has to be put in if Dodgers are likely to take this grand
Peter
final
Brockman
out.
sitting on the bench for Dodgers. I can see him coming on very shortly. Perkunas break the
Perkunas
ball
again.
away again. Vic Radzavicius, handoff. Scott Viney straight through his hands, and it's gone over the line. Dodgers to come away with it.
And as we presumed, Dodgers now to make a big change. Their 5 has been going no good at all. Down 16 points. So quite rightly, they changed players. Timeout's been called.
Perkunas nowhere near ready. They've set up in time, playing his own defence.
Giles 3.
It's short. Vic Radzavicius rebound. Scott Viney. Pass to Dave Shaddock. Pulls up. And it's
2
good.
points. And the charge been called, but I reckon the points will count. Dave Shaddock, yes, the points do count. Scores good, but charged after the shot. That puts Perkunas further ahead tonight, opening up a good 18-point lead.
Yeah, we've got a nearly capacity crowd here tonight, Tony.
Yes,
We
very
managed
good
to squeeze
to
a
see.
few more in, I'd say, before the 8:30 game between
Yes.
Marty's and Sharks. Perkunas on the break again. Scott Viney puts it in.
2 points are good. No one at all running for Dodgers.
Ross Brockman a 3 from the top.
Off.
It's off. Kurt Rezic rebound, but it's gone over the line.
Blue ball from the side. Perkunas now to make a sub.
Timeout has been called to Dodgers.
Roderick Gleeson to come in for Peter Stanwicks, I should think. As we see, there's 14 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, and Paul's just going around the crowd. Quite a few people here tonight. Anyone we know, Paul?
He's doing a great job on camera tonight.
Especially for his first attempt. Cascade Lager. Good
Yes,
ad.
they're promoting that. Cascade, of course, the major sponsor of this Hobart Basketball Summer Competition.
And the ball comes back into play. Dodgers on the side.
Scott Fairfield inbound it. Peter Brockman back onto the court, and
Peter Woodhouse
Peter
looks
Woodhouse for
inside.
Dodgers. Baseline drive.
And it's good.
Points count.
Charge has been called.
Another charging foul on the
Oh.
drive.
2 charges in a row there. One from Perkunas, one from Dodgers. Scores 41-23, Perkunas' favour. 14 and a half minutes to go in this last half.
Yes, they've opened up an 18-point lead. Dodgers are going to have to work very hard from here. Vic Radzavicius,
3.
another 3-point attempt.
Shot.
He's already made 2 of them tonight.
Joel with the ball. Off to Scott Fairfield. On to Peter Brockman.
Peter Brockman to Peter Woodhouse. And the ball's been stolen again by Perkunas. Fast breaks on, 4 on 2. Kurt Rezic to Vic Radzavicius.
Back out to the top, Dave Shattuck.
Yeah, Dave Shaddock will set it up. They'll run their offense from here. Roderick Gleeson outside. Scott Viney at the top. Roderick Gleeson goes baseline. It's a great move, but
Yes,
points
good
count.
shots.
Perkunas move further away. Dennis Lockley's still blowing that horn, Tony. I wish he'd get rid of that.
Yes. Dodgers with the ball.
John McGuinness on the 45 to Peter Woodhouse on the
Oh.
base, and he's lost it over the line. He's not too happy about it either.
It's very scrambly at the moment, Dodgers. You can see why they are 18 points down. Actually 20 points down now.
Roger Boucher for Perkunas has taken Scott Viney off the court to bring on Todd Kovacic.
Perkunas with the ball. Roderick Gleeson. Todd Kovacic, or whatever his name is.
Oh,
Oh,
good
good
pass.
pass.
Kurt Rezic for the
Bad
travel.
luck.
Basket cancelled.
Dodgers with the ball once again. Peter Woodhouse. Ross up for 3.
Ross Brockman, that's
Short.
short. Kurt Rezic, good rebound.
Oh,
Travel's
travel.
called.
Unlucky. That's 2 travels in a row, Todd Kovacic. Dodgers again with the ball. Slow it down, says Peter Brockman. Oh, bad
Dave
pass.
Shaddock, John
Oh.
McGuinness inside. It's short.
Joel again
Jump
with
ball.
the ball. Joel McGuinness and
Kurt Rezick.
Jump ball was being called.
Kurt Rezick should win this one quite easily. He's got a big leap on him. A tall young man.
Players seen still.
Roger Gleeson,
And
pass to
another
Dave
fast
Shaddock,
break.
pass breaks on to Brockman's and a good steal by Ross Brockman there.
Very quick
Perkunas will
moving.
keep the ball though. 20-point lead they've opened up now.
Yes. Perkunas are very much in favour to win this grand final at the moment. They're working the ball well. This is what Dodgers.
Will he shoot another shot? Yes. That
It's
one's
in.
on. It's only a 2.
2 points are good.
22 points they now lead by. Peter Brockman.
Off.
Vic Radzavicius, big beat defensive rebound. Perkunas break away again, 4-on-1. Todd Kovacic to Kurt Rezick. And he
points are
scored.
good. Good
Perkunas
play.
crowd goes wild. They've opened up a 24-point lead with 12 minutes remaining in this game. Dodgers are going to have to shoot themselves back into it. Peter and Ross Brockman. No, Joel McGuinness
bad
loses it over the
pass.
baseline.
Yes, Perkunas playing very well at the moment, both offensively and defensively. Dodgers, not a show.
Dave
Perkunas
Shaddock,
with the ball.
Kurt Rezick. Inside to
Side.
Vic Radzavicius, and he scored. Yes. Drops down. Timeout called by Dodgers.
Quite rightly so.
That's the
They're in
second.
trouble. Very much in trouble, this Dodgers team.
Well, Dodgers have called their second and last time out here, Tony, so
Yes.
they're definitely worried about it. They're 24 points down with only 11 minutes remaining in the game.
What can they
Perkunas
do?
definitely look the better team here at the moment. I think Dodgers have got to look for Ross and Peter Brockman outside shooting. I
Yeah.
can't understand why David Salter hasn't played at all yet in this game. You'd think with them looking for their shots, they'd want to have Dave inside in the key. Take some telling rebounds and put in some shots, so can't really understand why they're not playing at all.
No, Dodgers have been very slow and very scrappy tonight, which is unusual from this Dodgers team.
Yes,
They
they're
usually work quite well together.
very experienced lineup, but Perkunas here with their younger boys definitely showing out.
Yes, David Salter sitting back down on the bench. I'm quite surprised he hasn't
Yeah,
come into
must
the
be
game.
injured, Tony. He would have to be injured, I'd say. Stanley Turnbull coming in for Perkunas with Peter Stanwicks. They've set up a zone defence. Ross Brockman bringing the ball down the court. Out to Peter outside. Inside to Scott Fairfield. Oh, and the foul is called on Stanley Turnbull. He had his hand straight up, but he must have got him on the arm. So Scott Fairfield will go to the line to shoot too. Very important that he makes these.
Yes. Dodgers need all the points that they can get at the moment. 2s and 3s. Stanley Turnbull coming right into the game and getting the
Yeah,
first
very
foul.
tall player.
Very big.
Only been playing the sport for about 12 months, so shows some promise.
Yes. Scott Fairfield misses the first shot, but
And he
scores
scored
his
the
second.
So the lead's back to 25 now. Peter Stanwicks inside to Stan Turnbull, and he
And
scored. Oh, Todd Kovacic taps it away from Ross Brockman, but Dodgers will keep the ball.
Perkunas playing twice as good basketball as
Yeah,
Dodgers
they can't
here
do a
at the
thing
moment.
wrong here tonight. Joel McGuinness has got it outside. He's looking for a shot. Dodgers looking as if they're starting to panic, and understandably so. They're looking at a big margin between them and
2
Perkunas.
points.
Ross Brockman scores with a 2.
Yes. 26-51
Perkunas
with
still
10
lead by
minutes to go.
25. Peter Stanwicks,
Todd
Todd
Kovacic.
Kovacic, Kurt Rezick.
Oh,
Good hands,
stolen.
Joel McGuinness, Ross Brockman on the break. He's got no help there though. Peter Brockman on the base. Oh, good pass into Scott Fairfield. Oh, and he's far too short. Stanley Turnbull, a big block. Perkunas run it away again through Peter Stanwicks to Roderick Gleeson. Breaks on and he scored.
And they score. 2
Oh,
points to
Perkunas
Roderick
really rubbing
Gleeson.
it in now here, Tony. They've opened up, they've extended their lead to 27 points. 10 minutes remaining in this game.
It's a good play by Perkunas. Brockman with the ball. Woodhouse.
That's for Joel McGuinness at the base. That
Oh.
shot short. Peter
Ross.
Brockman's got it at the top. Baseline, Joel McGuinness. Layup was on. He's elected to take the jumper. Stanley Turnbull taking another rebound. He's played very well since coming on. Peter Stanwicks bringing it away. Oh, and that's a travel. He's lost control of it.
Dodgers with the ball at the
Could not
side.
find the handle. Peter Anderson to Ross Brockman.
Brockman shoots.
3-point attempt from the top.
Off.
It's short. Kurt Rezick defensive rebound. Out to Peter Stanwicks. Can he get the handle on it this time? Todd Kovacic, but 3 seconds called. Peter Brockwood. Kurt Rezic steals that. Great play by the youngster. Peter Stanwicks sets it up. Got a shot.
3, and it's
and
in.
He scored.
Only
Only two called by umpire Michael Mundy. Oh, it's a big lead now. They've opened up 29 points.
Yes, Dodgers will have to work very hard to get back in the game. I don't
John
think they'll
McGuinness
do
inside it. Peter Brockman. Stan Turnbull, another rebound. The big fella's played well since coming on. Ross Brockman stops that break.
And the sub's been called.
Sub called by Perkunas. Vic Radzovic coming on for Kurt Rezic.
Well played, Kurt Rezic.
Yes,
too.
he has played well. Gets a warm round of applause from the Perkunas crowd here.
Todd Kovacic with the ball.
Ross Brockman attempts to steal. Doesn't come off. Outside to Vic. Roderick Gleeson at the top. Takes on Peter Brockman. Pulls up to the jumper. Short. Todd Kovacic. Jump shot. And that's off. And Stanley Turnbull with a rebound, and he's been fouled putting the shot up. He'll take 2.
Stanley Turnbull has done well. Got a quick foul, but after that he's taken rebounds, offensively and defensively.
Yes, he's rebounded well, and he's already scored 2 points, of course.
Good play, Stanley Turnbull. First shot here.
That one's off.
Very short. Throw the ball in the air. And it's good.
Scored with that one, though. Gives Perkunas a 30-point lead now. They're going to have trouble, Dodgers, cutting this back with only 8 minutes remaining in the game.
Oh, very hard. I don't think they can do it at this stage. Perkunas on favourite. Peter Woodhouse with the ball. It's the shot. Off.
That's off. Vic Radzovicius, big defensive rebound. Controls it well. Fast break could easily be on here. Pass to Roger Gleeson. And the foul called on Ross Brockman. No, Roger Gleeson's been fouled.
Very unusual.
Very unlucky there, I'd say. Very unlucky.
Roderick Gleeson coming out with the ball, but the foul's been called.
Foul's been called. Must have got into the back of Ross Brockman, I'd say.
Umpire Michael Mundy would no way change his mind.
Oh, no. Very good umpire, Michael.
All right, pass inside. Foul's been called on Stanley Turnbull. Scott Fairfield to the line for 2.
Are they going to give him 2 shots here, or was it before the shot?
2 shots, I think.
Yep, he's giving him 2 shots.
Dave Shattuck coming back in. Peter Stanwick's going out.
Yep. Scott Fairfield really must make these points now. 30-point lead to Perkunas. 7 minutes left to go. I'd say Perkunas have just about got it.
Yes, looks very much like that at the moment.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But anything can happen. Still 7 minutes remaining. Fairfield with the ball. First shot short. Second shot short. As
well. Vic Radzovicius taps it out to Peter Brockman.
Off. Perkunas with the ball. Gleeson. Not high enough.
Ross Brockman coming away with it. Gives it off to Peter. Joel McGuinness on the baseline.
Good shot, Joel McGuinness.
It's a 2-pointer. Cuts them.
28 points down, Dodgers. 6.5 minutes remaining. Can they do it? Perkunas with the ball.
Roger Gleeson outside to Vic Radzovicius. He's had another 3-point attempt. That one's short. It's an air ball, but Todd Kovacic picks up the rebound and scores again. Puts the lead back at 30 points for Perkunas. 6.5 minutes remaining. Scott Fairfield does well to control that, but he's short with his shot. Peter Anderson takes it outside to Ross Brockman. 3-pointer. No. Vic Radzovicius defensive rebound. The break's on again. Dave Shattuck to Roger Gleeson, but Peter Brockman cuts that off.
Good play then by Dodgers. Well backed up. Good pass
good
inside.
Pass, Peter Brockman, but Scott Fairfield can't find the handle.
And on comes Perkunas too.
Scott Viney and Kurt Rezic taking out Roderick Gleeson and Stan Turnbull.
Stanley Turnbull did well when he was on the court.
Yes, did his job definitely.
Perkunas once again with the ball.
They look to play a controlled game from here on, Tony. They've got the lead, 30 points. They don't want to make silly mistakes. Just control the ball and play good basketball. Will win them the game from here.
Yes,
Scott Viney. Right. Foul called on Peter Woodhouse. No, Scott Viney, the foul's been called on. Charge.
12 red. been called on Kurt
Kurt
Resnick.
Resnick, a holding foul.
Charge
Perkunas
time
have
to
called a
red.
timeout.
This has been a very different game. Perkunas taken over the lead by 30 points.
Yes, they've taken control tonight here, Tony, for sure. No one could have picked this was the way the game was going to turn out tonight.
Yes.
Interesting there, Tony. Danny Adamson coming in carrying a rose in his hand.
Yes, we see Danny coming in. If Paul had put the camera on him. Oh, he's gone now. Paul a bit late.
Danny Adamson, of course, one of the stars from our game tonight. Our main game starting at 8:30, which is approximately half an hour's time from now. Danny will be having a big match-up with Patrick Langlois. It should be a great game.
Yes, both teams very good. Cooley Sharks play Marti's basketball.
I don't think we're going to see anywhere near the margin in that game as we're going to see here, Tony. It should be a great game.
The ball play's been stopped. The towel's been called by Michael Mundy. Go again, Dodgers. 30 points down. What can they do? 5 minutes remaining.
Well, they've obviously got to look for the three-pointers. At the same time, they've got to make sure they've got people on the boards. Peter Woodhouse looking for a shot by the looks of things here. Gives it to Ross Brockman. Goes baseline. Good screen, Scott Fairfield. Pulls up for the jump shot, and it's good.
Good shot. Good shot, Ross Brockman. 2 points.
Yes. I think Dodgers are going to have to go full court man-to-man here. It looks as if they're doing that. Kurt Resnick with the ball. Takes on Scott Fairfield baseline. It's a jump shot, and it's
2
good.
points.
He's played a great game tonight. Perkunas keep that 30-point lead, and I can say we can just about kiss this game. Perkunas look very easy to have it won. Peter Brockman pulls up to the three-pointer, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to have 3 shots.
Actually,
no, he won't. It was after the shot.
Ball.
So it's side ball.
Dodgers with the ball. Ross Brockman. He should look at a shot. They got to look at 3-pointers, Dodgers, if they're going to have any chance in this game.
Definitely do, Tony. Joel McGuinness here will have a shot. That's short. Dave Shaddock with a rebound. Perkunas will bring it away again. Break is on. Dave Shaddock. Get to Scott Vining. He pull up for the jump shot. Missed that one. Oh, the foul's called on Kurt Resnick.
Dodgers with the ball at the side. Yes, our A-grade game tonight should prove very interesting. Patrick Langlois against Danny Adamson.
Patrick, of course, won the most valuable player for the year, announced last week by a clear-cut margin from Murray Shields from Perkunas. So Patrick would have dominated the competition this year. It'll be a great game to see. Both teams have had a win apiece tonight during the season so far, so it should be good. Yes. Mind you, by the same token, these teams were evenly matched before the game, but for some reason Perkunas have run away easy winners here. Well, of course, they've still got 3.5 minutes to go and the game's not over, but it may as well be. Perkunas come away again. The travel's called on Todd Kovacic.
Yes, very lucky Dodgers not to be down 2 more points then. Good break by Perkunas, but Dodgers come away with the ball once again. Peter Woodhouse with the ball. Base to Peter Brockman. Oh, bad pass.
Steal. Fast breaks on. Can't find the handle. Pulls up for a jump shot, and that's off. Vic with the tip. Todd Kovacic, no. Vic's been fouled. He missed about 5 shots there, Tony, until the foul was called on Vic.
Yes, bad move to start with by Scott Vine, and then he should have done a normal, easy layup. Took the ball in, he would have been
the easiest way to go.
But Perkunas go the hard way and get 2 shots for it. Vic Rachoviski shooting the 2.
He's made the first.
Good shooting, Vic Rachoviski.
Played a good game tonight. Probably the best player on the court, I'd say.
Yes, would have to be close to best player on the court, Vic Rachoviski. Dodgers with the ball. Peter Woodhouse. Peter Brockman. On to brother Ross. Ross with the ball.
Baseline, Scott Fairfield. Out to Ross Brockman. Perkunas playing a very good extended zone defence here. Scott Fairfield goes inside, but he's fouled by Vic Rachoviski.
That's Fairfield to the line. Scott Fairfield has tried tonight. Been a very good player for Dodgers, but they just haven't been able to get into it.
Yeah, he would have been one of their better players tonight. Stanley Turnbull and Roderick Greason coming back on for Perkunas, taking out Vic Rachoviski, who's played a great game, and also Dave Shaddock. two of the more experienced Perkunas players having a rest now with 2.5 minutes to go in the game, and they're holding a 32-point lead.
Yes, Perkunas has got this game sewn up as far as I'm concerned now, Tony.
Yeah, I think it's all over, although Scott Fairfield makes that point. Still got 2.5 minutes to go, but I'd say Perkunas have got it well and truly won.
Yes, they've proved just too good for Dodgers tonight.
Stanley Turnbull, a big rebound. Kurt Rezic. Scott Viney takes control of the ball behind the back across in front of Ross Brockman. Oh, very unlucky, good move.
Out come Dodgers.
Oh, and he's stolen that.
Dodgers with the ball once again.
Peter Woodhouse, three-pointer blocked by Scott Viney. Good to see Perkunas running this game right out. They've easily got a 1, but they want to win by more. Rub it into them. Stanley Turnbull, offensive rebound, blocked by Ross Brockman.
And out come
Peter
Dodgers.
Brockman now bringing it away. Roger Gleeson steals it. Oh, that was almost a travel. Scott Viney, no, leaves it go. Dodgers ball.
Ross Brockman with the ball.
Interesting to note, Tony, that even though there's a 31-point lead here to Perkunas, that the clock has stopped, and for some reason, it's just been started now. You'd think with that margin they'd let the clock run out, although this is a grand final, I suppose. Ross
2
Brockman
points.
scores there.
Nice shot, Ross Brockman. Dave Solder has not hit the court yet.
No, it would have to be injured,
Dodgers.
Tony. He's far too good a player to sit on the bench for an entire game.
Yes, Ross Brockman just gets a foul. Ross with 4 fouls now.
Yes, I don't think that should matter now. The game's all over.
Yes, the timeout's been called now by Perkunas just to rub it in.
I really can't see the point of that, Tony. Roger Boucher calling that timeout.
No, not with 1 minute 31 remaining.
No, 31 points in it. They'd have to be unbelievably lucky to lose it from here.
Yes, Dodgers will never get up this much. Haven't got a chance to win now.
No, I shouldn't think so. Crowd still building for our main game tonight.
Yes, a very nice sized crowd. In excess of probably 200 people here. Paul Bradford doing a good job on the camera.
Oh, he's done a great job tonight, Tony.
A very inexperienced.
Scott Viney for Perkunas to inbound the ball. Dodgers still to set up their defence.
1:31 remaining in the game.
Oh, good defence from Dodgers, but it's all too late.
Scott Viney with 2.
Good shot.
Good shot. There's that horn again, Tony.
Yeah. Scott Viney, great steal. Mark Wilson at least, lucky he's not called for the foul, but it's back court, so Perkunas will keep the ball.
Yes, all Perkunas players tonight have participated in this game, all playing very well.
Yes, that's true. Been a great team effort.
Shots up.
It's
off. Fouls then on Stanley.
Yes. That's
Big
his
player.
third foul.
Big player just not making position.
Dodgers will go to the line here to shoot 1-on-1. No, they've taken side ball. Obviously going to try and shoot this game out.
Yes. Short. Stanley with the rebound.
Yeah, it's a big defensive rebound.
Oh, very unlucky then, Mark Wilson, not to keep the ball. Perkunas ball, Todd Kovacic. Scott Viney. Oh, intercepted then by Shaw.
Walsh at
Onto
this time.
Rever. All right, Walsh.
Justin Revel, hook shot. No, he's missed it. Kurt Rezic, defensive rebound. Stolen by Cruz, but it's over the line.
Dodgers just lost the ball.
Roger Gleeson, 42 seconds remaining in the half.
Viney with the ball at the moment.
Scott Viney, Roger Gleeson at the top.
Oh,
Peter Brockman stolen.
Well. He should have gone inside.
Mark
Good
Wilson,
pass.
he's missed it. Ross Brockman, he's missed. And the foul's been called on Roger Gleeson.
Yes, Roger Gleeson going in very hard, but quite dirty. 23 seconds remaining.
Walsh will go to the line and shoot 2 here.
There's no chance for Dodgers to win now. Perkunas will start celebrating very shortly, I would say.
Yes,
Tony.
I should think so.
Walsh with the shots.
He's missed the first.
Violation.
on somebody. It must have been Stanley Turnbull, I'd say.
Yes, 2 more shots. Very lucky, Walsh. Another shot.
I don't think it's going to make much difference. He
No.
has made the first now.
He needed a practice one. Good shooting in by Walsh. Oh, White's stolen the ball back again quite well then by Mark Wilson. Out to Walsh. He'll look inside. Good pass to Revel.
Justin Revel to Mark Wilson on the base. He's shot it up. He's missed.
Walsh inside. Unlucky.
No. Stan Turnbull rebounds.
There's 11 seconds remaining in a jump ball between Turnbull and Walsh.
Stan Turnbull and Walsh to jump ball. Walsh. Peter Brockman keeps it in. Mark Wilson. Walsh.
Oh, unlucky.
2 seconds to go. Stan Turnbull grabs it.
Game's over.
Game's over. A comprehensive win here to Perkunas by 29 points in our maiden game. Leading scorers tonight for Perkunas: Vic Radzavicius 16, Peter Stanwick 6, Dave Shaddock 9, Kurt Rezick 10. For Dodgers, we've got Ross Brockman with 11, Peter Woodhouse 6, and Joel McGuinness with 8. But a comprehensive win by Perkunas. They've run out comprehensive winners here tonight in a great game. We'll be back shortly with the main game. We've got some presentations here now between the two games. Mr. Dick Harold, Chairman of Cascade Breweries, will make the presentations here. Most valuable player for reserve grade this year. Grant Emmett from Sharks has taken out that award. The best and fairest player in the reserve grade in the Summer Championship Series. Grant's not here tonight to collect his trophy. Oh, yes, he is. Being presented now with his trophy. Grant Emmett has also taken out the leading scorer for the reserve game, 121 points at an average of 12.1. Runner-up. Vic Radzavicius has been awarded the runner-up best and fairest player for a reserve grade with an average of 11.1 points per season. So Vic figure prominently tonight in tonight's final. David Scott congratulating Dodgers on making the grand final. He's got a quote here. He said that's better than a lot of other teams did. David Scott congratulating Perkunas on their win there. A blend of old and young players, as he said. Vic Radzavicius collecting the trophy there for the winning team.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Just before the game, the A-grade grand final will do the All-Star five. Patrick Langlow, MVP for the year. Most valuable player. Danny's not impressed. Well done, Patrick.
taking out the leading scorer, averaging 34.3 games for the regular roster season. It's a great effort by Patrick. He'll be one of the stars here tonight.
Very good player. Murray Shields, runner-up MVP, 1986, 87.
Todd Hunt winning the Best Junior in the Championship Series award. Todd's a very outstanding junior player. A warm round of applause from everyone here tonight.
He's a very good player, Todd Hunt.
Was equal third in the most valuable runner-up.
Danny Adamson.
Danny Adamson named in the All-Star 5.
As one of the forwards. Average of 20.7 points per game.
Patrick Langlois named as the other forward in the All-Star team. I'd assume from that, Tony, that we would get Murray Shields will probably take out the centre.
Yes, it looks that way. Guards are open.
Mike Gaffney named as a guard in the All-Star 5.
Very good player,
Very popular choice. Very popular choice with the crowd here tonight.
Yes, very good player. Very good guard, but only very small.
Yeah, very quick player. Warren Stanwick's named as the other guard in the All-Star 5.
Another good player.
Murray Shields winning the centre spot as we thought. So that's a great All-Star 5 from this year, Tony. We've got Mike Gaffney and Warren Stanwick as guards, Patrick Langlois and Danny Adamson forwards, and Murray Shields as centre. Referee of the year, Michael Mundy award, winning that award. A referee from our earlier game tonight.
Yes, a very popular choice, Michael Mundy. Very popular choice.
Cascade Coach of the Year. Mike Gaffney wins
coach.
that.
Another popular choice.
Yeah. Great player, Mike Gaffney.
Yes. So the Cascade All-Star 5 has just been named.
10 minutes left in the warm-up. 10 minutes left in the warm-up. We'll be back shortly to bring you the game.
Goodbye.
Welcome back to the game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 2 minutes 40 left in the warm-up in this champion final between Sharks and Marties. It's going to be a great game. Some of the stars for Marties to watch: Patrick Langlois, Bruce Ward, Jim Pappas, Greg Linton, Alan Garcia. The Sharks, Danny Adamson, Curtis Coleman, Jeff Posma, Steve Moore, Sean Flaherty, Dale Butters. On paper, I suppose, Tony, we'd have to say that Sharks would probably be the better team, but it's going to be definitely very, very close. I think one of the big factors on tonight's game will be the way Curtis Coleman plays. He has the ability to win the game himself, but if he has a bad game, well, Marty's could be right back in it. The duel between Danny Adamson and Patrick Langlois will be a great one.
Yes, that's exactly right.
And of course, in the guards, Greg Linton and Jim Pappas for Marty's will probably face up against Sean Flaherty and Steve Moore for start-off.
Yes.
Steve Moore, of course, playing great basketball, under 20 state rep this year. A good player.
Yes, the main difference, I reckon, will be with Curtis, as you said, Tony.
Yeah. Curtis, of course, has the ability to win the game himself. if he plays a great game, Sharks will definitely win, I'd say. If he has a bad game, it'll be very, very close. Could go either way. But I think Curtis would be the difference between the two teams.
Yes, you've got Danny and Patrick matching up together, which are both very even players, both excellent basketballers. Curtis the edge for Sharks if they can get it. We see Marty's have gone in. Sharks still doing layups. 1 minute has been called. Referees tonight, Graham Debman and
Peter Thalborn.
I nearly forgot his name. Sharks have now come in.
Capacity crowd here tonight.
Yeah, stadium packed out.
Things are starting to look good. David Scott introducing the players. To Marty's. As we wait for John Jauncey to finish his speech to the players. The stadium's almost silent here at the moment.
Yes, coach for Marty's is John Jauncey, while for Sharks we have Jeff Price.
Number 4 for Marty's, Jim Pappas, State Director of Coaching, one of the starting guards for Marty's, I should think. Number 5, Greg Linton, he'll start in the other guard spot. Number 7, MVP for this season and forward in the All-Star 5, Patrick Langlois. Mick Hale, number 8. Number 11, Justin Clark. Number 12, Alan Garcia. He could play a big part in tonight's game, Tony.
Yes, he could.
Number 13, Bruce Ward, recovering from an ankle injury, did not play in the preliminary final. Number 15, Chris Simons. 14, Chris Simons, 15, Bob Mills. Coach for Marty's is John Jauncey.
Now we see Sharks coming in. Sharks in their new tops. Number 4, Jeff Posma. Very good player, Jeff Posma. Number 5, Dale Butters. Another good player, state rep. Brian Price, ex-Navajos player. He must be good. 8, Stephen Moore. Under 20 state player. Number 9,
Steve Wood, formerly of University Basketball Club, only a young player.
Number 10, Sean Flaherty, very good player. Danny Adamson, number 11.
Danny Adamson, big favourite with the crowd.
3-time Cascade All-Star
13, Curtis Coleman.
It's Curtis Coleman, another good player. Coach of Marty's been Jeff Price, manager Dennis Emmett. Referees tonight, as we said, are Peter Thalborn and Graham Debman. This should be a very good game, Tony.
Should be a great game. I'm going to stick my neck out, Tony, here and say that Marty's will win by 10 points.
Right.
I reckon Patrick Langlois is going to play a great game, but of course, then again, by the same token, if Curtis Coleman can play a great game, well, I'd say Marty's will go down. It's definitely going to be very close, very hard to pick.
Yeah, it's very hard to pick this game. Both teams very even. This will be a pleasure of a game to watch, I should say. "25 seconds to go before this big game takes place."
Yes, big crowd here tonight. Going to be a great game.
Stadium packed out, as per usual.
Paul Bradford giving us a look there at some of the spectators.
Paul Bradford on the camera, very good cameraman. Has proved again and again to be very worthy of this job.
Yeah, starting 5 for Sharks will be Jeff Posma, Curtis Coleman, Danny Adams and Steve Moore and Sean Flaherty.
Well, I don't know what that was.
I think they were thanking the YMCA Basketball Club for coming tonight.
Yes, very nice uniforms, these new Sharks uniforms.
Curtis Coleman certainly looks very fit and fired up for a great game, Tony.
Yes, he does look fit, very surprising.
Starting lineup for Marty's, Greg Linton and Jim Pappas in the guard spot. Bruce Ward and Alan Garcia will play forward. And Patrick Langlois, MVP, will play them at centre. It's going to be a great game. We're about for tip-off, ready for tip-off.
Yes, Peter Thalborn with the ball.
Yep.
Another very good umpire, along with Graham Debman.
Patrick will show us his leap here. He's got a fantastic leap. He should win this, I'd say, from Danny Adamson, even though Danny's got a great jump as well.
Yes, should win this quite easy, Patrick. Number 7, Patrick Langlois.
Crowd's getting excited already. It's going to be a thrilling game here tonight. Patrick wins it. Steve Moore takes it. Pulls it out. Sets up the offence.
Sean Flaherty with the ball for Sharks. Sharks have first opportunity. Passes inside to Danny.
Oh, and the first goal on the board. The crowd's gone wild already.
Danny Adamson, 2 points. Beautiful pass in by Sean Flaherty.
Bruce Ward on the base, throws it away.
Curtis with the ball. Sean Flaherty once again. Good guard for Sharks, Sean Flaherty.
Yeah, great
Slows
guard.
the game down.
22, 23 years of age. Very good player. Jeff Posma. Curtis Coleman posting up low.
Curtis with the ball. Good pass
inside to Posma. Patrick with a rebound. Oh, fouled by Jeff Posma.
The foul's been called. Patrick Langlois with that rebound. Foul by Jeff Posma. Graham Debman straight on the ball. What a good side.
Greg Linton to Jim Pappas.
Marty's with the ball. Linton,
Patrick Langlois outside. He's got huge hands. He's got the ability to hold on the ball with one hand of either his left or right. Galen Garcia boards Danny Adamson. Out to Curtis Coleman. Pulls up for a jumper. And that's off. Rebound by Bruce Ward. Takes it away for Marty's. Steve Moore playing defence on him. Off to Patrick. Sean Flaherty, great steal, taps it on to Danny Adamson, his fast break on. Oh, and a great steal, Patrick. Danny retains the ball.
Patrick asking for help, assistance by his
Sharks will take it on the side.
Steve Moore.
Steve Moore, oh great block, Patrick Langlois. Absolutely amazing block. This guy is brilliant. Our cameraman Paul Bradford's missed that. Inside to Garcia, out to Ward. And that's a good shot to open Marty scoring. He's pretty pleased about it, Bruce Ward.
2 points to Bruce Ward. Scores are even in the 18 minute
Sean Flaherty bringing the ball up the court. Both teams settling down very quickly. Curtis Coleman. Steve Moore at the top. Sean Flaherty. Pappas guarding him. Takes him on. Patrick takes a massive rebound.
A full hand above the ring, that rebound.
Got Sean Flaherty behind him.
Oh.
Fast breaks on for Sharks. Steve Moore, great hands. Greg Linton steals the ball from him. Settles back down the Marty's offence. Patrick Langlois outside. Greg Linton. Shots up. And it's good.
Points. Good shooting, Greg Linton.
Marty's lead 4-2. Sean Flaherty for Sharks bringing the ball up the court now.
He's slowing it down very well. Posma with the ball.
Posma inside to Adamson off Patrick's foot. Sharks side ball. Posma to inbound.
Posma with the ball outside.
John Jauncey's up on the bench, up off the bench. Coach of Marty's yelling and screaming.
Adamson with the
Bruce
ball.
Bruce Ward with a job on Danny Adamson. Oh, and he scored.
Brilliant.
About 4 feet outside the 3-point line. It's gone in. Jim Pappas bringing upside the ball for Marty's. Patrick, and Curtis, good hands. Curtis has got the job on Patrick, it would appear.
Yes. That's a very good move, I think, by Sharks, putting Curtis on Patrick. Give Danny an opportunity to take his usual
inside
rebounds.
to Patrick. Jump shot from the foul line's off. Bruce Garcia rebound.
Stephen Moore with the steal.
Yes, Marty's got the ball on the side. I reckon we'll see Patrick post up low here. Take Danny on. Oh, inside to Garcia, but hands Posma. Posma to Flaherty. It's too long. Marty's ball. Scrambled play there by Sharks.
Yes, it was a bit.
Jim Pappas bringing the ball up the court for Marty's.
Pappas will slow it down. On to Linton. Linton was
Garcia. Garcia. Pappas, Bruce Ward.
2. Oh.
No. Rebound, Jeff Posma. Good hands, Patrick. Yes, Alan Garcia scores. Jeff Posma's on the floor. He appears to be all right.
Yes, good moves then by Marty's. Good hands by Patrick Langlois. Sharks
Marty's playing man-to-man here. We've got Pappas playing on Flaherty. Bruce Ward's got the tough assignment on Danny Adamson. Patrick's playing on Jeff Posma. It's an unusual matchup. It could be designed to give Patrick some freedom. Hands off to Garcia. Jump shot missed. Bruce Ward to Pappas. Oh no, and Curtis Coleman stolen it. 3-on-1. Great pass, Coleman. Flaherty. Oh, and a good block, Greg Linton.
It's a brilliant block then by Greg Linton, playing a very good game at the moment.
Sharks ball.
Flaherty.
Curtis Coleman looks as if he is going to have some influence on this game. He's a brilliant player. Flaherty. Great jump shot, but he hasn't used it to date yet. Jeff Posma. That's long. Bruce Ward could rebound. Returning from injury, Bruce Ward. Garcia out wide. Back to Greg Linton. That's the way Marty's will want to play the game. Slow it down, set their offense up, work to Patrick. Garcia at the top. Oh, good pass to Patrick, doesn't come off. Oh, and it's red ball, controversial. Very controversial, that call, Tony, I thought. Both players had a hand there. Graham Devon, no, right on the job. He would have called it right. Danny Adamson, great pass to Jeff Posma, but it's too good for him.
Luck. Posma just a little asleep then. Marty's with the ball once again. Here comes Greg Linton. A very good guard for Marty's. On to Pappas. Pappas with the ball. Up into Patrick. Patrick goes. Oh,
Danny Adamson, great steal. Patrick's got it back and he scores.
Patrick Langlois, very good shot.
Yeah, he's a good player, as was shown by his comprehensive win in the most valuable player this year, the Championship Series.
Danny Adamson.
Danny's got a great outside shot and he's using it. Danny on Patrick Langlois at least on the board. Sean Flaherty, great steal into the ball, and he scored.
Brilliant shot.
Great play to Sharks.
Great play by Sharks, and the crowd goes wild here.
Patrick's got it.
Stadium.
Oh, and Sean Flaherty, another great steal. He is playing excellent defence.
Yes, excellent defence by Flaherty, playing a very good game at the moment.
Jim Pappas inbounds to Greg Linton.
Oh, Adamson with the ball.
Great steal. He's got Flaherty this side. He doesn't want to use it. Oh, and Steve Moore backs up the score. Danny Adamson, very
backed up by Stephen Moore then. Adamson unlucky not to get the foul.
We've got a huge crowd here tonight. It's very hard to hear what one another's saying. Jim Pappas to Patrick. Oh, and the foul's been called on Jeff Posma.
Jeff Posma or Adamson both in there at the ball.
Oh, I think it's Posma the foul's been called on.
No,
it is on Danny.
Adamson.
Well.
A pushing foul on Danny Adamson.
Patrick goes to the line to shoot 2. Marty's trail by 1.
A good opening start to the basketball. Both teams showing they have excellent
Patrick
players.
in the line. He's missed the first.
He's not impressed. Patrick with the second shot.
And he scored with that one. Makes the scores level, 9 apiece. Flaherty to bring it up for Sharks.
Sharks go in.
Curtis Coleman outside. Pass to Danny on the base. Turnaround jumper short. Patrick, big rebound. Oh, Patrick, Bruce Wood, he could have hurt his ankle here. No, can't be as bad as we thought. Patrick, good pass to Gus inside, and he scored.
Scores.
Great assist, Patrick Langlois. Flaherty bringing it away to the Sharks. Marty's held a 2-point lead at this early stage of the game. Marty's playing a man-to-man defence. Moore inside to Coleman, jump shot, short, Linton rebound. Coming away 4-on-3, Marty's. What's Greg Linton going to do here? Bruce Wards takes it, jump shot from the top of the key, short, Gus. Jim Pappas from the side of the key, and it's good.
2 points. Good shot, Jim Pappas. Sharks come away with the ball once again quite quickly, but slowed down by Sean Flaherty.
Marty's now holding a 4-point lead. Flaherty to Posmer outside. Takes on Patrick. Low to Adamson. He's in there too long. No, the foul has been called.
The charging foul on Danny
Adamson. Great defence by Jim Pappas, holds his ground. Danny's called for a charge.
Jeff Price has gone to the bench, I would say, for a timeout. Too late. Play on call's been made.
Greg Linton now bringing it up for Marty's. Outside to Patrick. Inside to Gus. And he scored. Timeout Sharks.
Good start here by Marty's. They take a 6-point advantage.
Marty's are playing well. Sharks appear yet to be settled down into this game. I think Patrick's got well and truly got Danny frustrated. Bruce Ward's playing excellent defence on him. He's forcing him to shoot outside.
And on comes the music for the crowd.
Yeah.
timeouts in progress. Both coaches explaining to their players what they want doing for this game.
Marty's holding a 6 points lead at this early stage.
Big crowd tonight.
These timeouts give our cameraman Paul Bradford a great chance to look around the crowd.
And he sees everybody, including us. We're here
There
tonight.
we are. Outstanding effort.
Yes.
Great teamwork.
Good move by Paul Bradford. Now,
Time in,
back
Steve
in the game.
Moore into Flaherty.
Meanwhile, back in the game.
Flaherty
Sharks
bringing
have
the ball up the court. Up to Adamson. Bruce Ward playing good defence. Adamson takes his baseline, a drive, and Curtis Coleman tipping over Patrick Langlois.
Up a mile.
Great play. Curtis, of course, has got an outstanding leap.
For such a small player.
Patrick's got it. Takes him on, and it's a jump
2
shot,
points.
and it's good.
Brilliant shot.
Marty's back to 6 point lead.
Marty's have the answer with Patrick. Good tip by Curtis. Quick answer.
Flaherty settling it down for Sharks to Steve Moore. Greg Linton's got the job on him. Flaherty to Posma.
Posma looks for the shot. Off.
Bruce Ward's got the rebound.
Posma off. He should get back now. Ward with the ball.
Outside off Patrick. Steve Moore's got it into Flaherty. No, it's a tech foul.
Who's the tech foul on?
Tech foul will be on Danny Adamson, I'd say.
On with someone white.
7 white. Patrick Langlois.
On Patrick.
We missed that completely. Danny Adamson to go to the line to shoot 2 though.
It's not impressed Patrick Langlois then with the call, I don't think. Upset with the umpires. Adamson to the line for 2.
Umpires conferring here with Patrick. Peter Tholborn's having a word with him. Patrick's not happy about it.
First tech foul for the match. Referee's taking no abuse at all.
Danny Adamson at the line to shoot 2 now. If he makes these, Sharks will be back within 4 points. 12 minutes to go in the first half. He's hit the first.
One. Good shot, Danny Adamson. Another shot to Danny. It's
successful
good.
With the second.
And the crowd
Alan
go wild.
Garcia to bring the ball in for Marty's to Jim Pappas. Sean Flaherty's pressing right up on Jim Pappas here. Both teams playing a man-to-man defence in this early stage of the game.
Langlois.
Greg Linton outside to Pappas. Inside to Garcia. And great move, but he's missed the shot. Good tip in. He scores well past Danny Adamson and Jeff Posma.
Yes, Alan Garcia taking Jeff Posma on there.
Alan Garcia, of course, scoring 27 points in the preliminary final on Monday night against Perkunas. Played a great game. Jeff Posman's got the ball now for Sharks to Flaherty. Screen's been set. Takes the ball inside. Red ball.
Umpire Graham Debman then, right on the ball.
Curtis Coleman taking it out of bounds now for Sharks.
Curtis with the ball.
Steve Moore. Flaherty.
Flaherty with the ball.
Inside to Curtis Coleman. Jump shot from the top and he's good.
Beautiful shot, Curtis Coleman.
Curtis is playing a great game here at the moment, keeping Sharks in the game. Trail by 4 at the moment behind Marty's. Jim Pappas setting up the offence.
Pappas slowing the ball right down. Linton
to
with
Linton.
the shot. It's out.
Oh, Curtis, great rebound.
He's off again.
Fast break, 3-on-3. Steve Moore. Oh, that'll be a charge, I think.
And the charge has been called.
Greg Linton holds his ground and the charge is called on Steve Moore.
Bad luck, Steve Moore.
Greg Linton now bringing it up for Marty's. Out wide to Garcia. Jim Pappas at the top. To Linton.
Linton with a
Shots
shot.
on. And it's good. Marty's 21, lead Sharks 15. That's a lead by 6. Just under 11 minutes to go in the game. In the first half, sorry. Sean Flaherty. Coleman posting up. Posma takes on Langlois. Oh, great block, Garcia. Pappas picks up Linton and runs away with it to Patrick. Oh, and he's travelled. No, not called. Curtis, great hands.
Brilliant block then by Curtis Coleman.
Oh, he's playing a great game, Curtis.
Yes. Curtis is definitely the difference at the moment.
Very unusual. We said if Curtis played a great game, Sharks would do well, but we were expecting a better game out of Danny Adamson, yet to fire.
Yes, hasn't done much so far.
Sharks making the substitution. Brian Price coming in for Jeff Posner.
Yes, Price, another good player.
Inside to Garcia. He scored
2
again.
points to
Alan
Alan
Garcia playing a great game at this early stage.
Yeah, so come on very early, scoring a few nice baskets. Sean Flaherty with the ball for Sharks.
Steve Moore, Danny Adamson, Curtis Coleman, another great
Curtis
tip
Coleman. Another brilliant move.
He's playing an excellent game now.
How good is this player?
Oh, he's a good player, Tony, very underrated. Has been known to play a few bad games on a trot lately, but and he's fouled there. Foul committed against Patrick Langlois going inside, across the arms. He'll go to the line to shoot too.
Unlucky Curtis Coleman.
Danny Adamson, of course, Tony yet to use his influence on this game.
Yeah, it's very quiet so far, Danny Adamson. Very surprising. He usually goes right at it from the start.
We expected this being a final, especially since he was playing against Patrick. Danny would have a great game, but that's yet to be the case. Curtis Coleman keeping Sharks in it for sure.
Is this a move by Sharks? Keep Danny down low, fire him up for the second half, do you think, Tony?
Well, that is, of course, a possibility. I don't think, though, the Sharks would want Marty's to get an early break. They've already got away now. They're 8 points in front. They wouldn't want Marty's any further in front than that at the half-time, I shouldn't think. Jeff Price does appear slightly worried on the bench. Of course, he's still got Dale Butters on the bench, a great player. Hasn't been used yet. Coleman at the top. He's playing brilliant basketball. Patrick Langlois, a great rebound. Down to Garcia on the baseline, turnaround jumper. Patrick, great rebound, and he scores.
2 points to Patrick Langlois. Brilliant rebound by Patrick Langlois. Now we see Marty's go to a 10-point break.
And that's very surprising, Tony. I thought this game would be a lot closer.
Yes. Sharks with the ball.
Flaherty, of course, yet to have a 3-point shot. He's got a great shot when he's on. Adamson working. Bruce Ward playing good defence against him. Shot short. Curtis Coleman rebound. Steve Moore's got it. Out to Flaherty outside the line. That's off. Bruce Ward rebound. Pappas.
Yes,
close it up.
Taking all the rebounds at the moment. Bruce Ward boxing out very well on Danny Adamson at this occasion. Pappas with the ball. On to Ward.
Bruce Ward at the base.
Good shot, Bruce Ward.
2 points to Bruce Ward, and he's on fire.
Marty's definitely on fire.
Playing a great game.
See Flaherty with the ball.
Brian Price is on his back.
Moore with the ball. On to Price.
Price at the top. Fakes Langlois, and he's travelled, not called. Jump ball between Flaherty and Pappas.
The court must be slippery. A towel has been called and a timeout.
I think we've got a timeout against Sharks, must be.
Yes. Sharks with their second timeout, still 8 minutes 21 to go.
Marty's have raced away already, 29-17, 12-point lead, 12 minutes into the first half.
With only 1 foul so far, Marty's, compared to 5 for Sharks. Marty's playing excellent basketball,
Tony, they're playing great, Tony. Danny Adamson yet to do a great deal. Of course, he's had to take a couple of rebounds, but Patrick's definitely outplaying him. I know that they're not playing on one another.
Yes,
Curtis Coleman's the only one really keeping Sharks in the game at all. He's playing a great game, Curtis. We'll have about 8 points, I think, at this stage.
Yes, if it wasn't for Curtis, Sharks wouldn't even have 17 points.
I would expect Danny Adamson to fire up after this time out, though. He's too good a player to stay down this long.
That's right. Sharks at the line.
Jump ball here between Pappas and Flaherty.
Who will win?
Could go either way. I'd say Pappas would win it, though.
Yes. Well, I'll say Flaherty, and we'll see how we go.
All right. See what happens.
Big jump.
Yes, Flaherty's got it, but he's tapped it out of court. Marty's will get the ball.
Bad tap for Sean Flaherty. Marty's with the ball through Jim Pappas.
Pappas, of course, a very experienced American player. State Director of Coaching sets up for that shot, and it's good.
Points.
Great shot, Jim Pappas.
2 points.
John Jauncey on the Marty's bench is absolutely ecstatic.
31-17.
Marty's gone to a big lead. Court. It's a 14-point lead, that. Danny Adamson outside. He's too far outside that 3-point line. Brian Price comes in. Patrick will block that easily. Bruce Ward brings it away now. Jim Pappas passes almost too long. Garcia, yes, great play. Bruce
Brilliant
Ward, long
play
pass
by
to
Marty.
Pappas, and Garcia cleans up with the score. That's 16-point lead now to Marty's. We're
Yes.
starting to see a repeat here, possibly, Tony, of the earlier game where Perkunas ran out comprehensive winners by at least 30 points. Steve Moore at the top to Adamson, to Moore, the base, outside to Brian Price. He's gone over the
Ball's
line, though.
outside. More outside on that occasion. Marty's with the ball once again.
Pappas to bring it down again.
Langlois.
Langlois. Back to Pappas.
Langlois.
Inside Greg Linton.
Holds
For the
been
shot.
called. Jauncey on his feet once again.
Yeah.
Marty's with the ball from the
Bruce
side.
Ward to bring it in. Alley-oop. Oh. Flaherty bringing up again for Sharks. Curtis trying to get his team going. Out to Adamson. Flaherty. Screen's been set. Shot. He's off again. Greg Linton. Patrick cleans up. Greg Linton now bringing it up for Marty's. Sean Flaherty playing excellent defence against him. Greg Linton, an experienced NBL guard. Out to Patrick. Jump shots on.
2
Yes,
points.
off the glass. 2
Brilliant
points.
shot.
It's an easy shot for him. Brian
Sharks
Price now
not
bringing
having
it
a
up.
go at all in this game so far.
You would not think this was a grand final at all. They've got one player out there at the moment, and that's Curtis Coleman. Danny Adamson trying to lift the team, and he does
2
with that
points.
score.
He might come right now, he's scored.
Yeah, could give him a lift in confidence. Linton up the court to Langlois.
Langlois outside.
Off the hands of
Coleman
Coleman,
with
not
the ball.
called out. Coleman
On
to
the
Flaherty.
And points
He
are good.
scored. Curtis Coleman lifting Sharks again. They're down by 14 now.
Yes. Flaherty then, good movement.
6 minutes
2
left in the
points.
first half. Sharks would like to cut this lead back before half time. Great pass, Patrick Langlois. Oh, and Greg
Unlucky.
Linton travels.
Brilliant pass then.
Yeah, he's a great player.
Price with the ball.
Adamson, Coleman on the base. Turnaround jumper is off.
Oh.
Patrick Langlois, big rebound. Pappas.
Pappas with the ball, bringing it down slowly, setting up Marty.
Disappointed crowd here tonight, Tony. I think they're expecting a much closer game than that. Of course, it could still go anyway,
The
but
ball on the Flaherty, they've got a couple. Flaherty goes round.
oh, Garcia. Big foul, pushing foul against Flaherty, who go to the line to shoot 2.
There's foul then on Alan Garcia. Flaherty to the line. Another timeout's been called. Timeout to Marty's this time. Their first timeout for the half.
Marty's have called that time out probably for the main reason to give their 5 players a break. They haven't made a substitution at all.
Yes,
Our statistician tonight, Bradley Holmes, doing a great job. Who are our leading scorers today, Tony?
Now we see Patrick Langlois. He has scored 11 points. Alan Garcia with 12. Jim Pappas 4. Greg Linton 4. Bruce Ward 4. While for Sharks, we have here Danny Adamson with 8. Curtis Coleman with 6. Flaherty with 2. And Moore with 4.
Yes, well, we see there Garcia and Langlois, the taller players for Marty's, putting an influence on the game.
Yes, opening the
Coleman
scoring
and
well.
Adamson are probably the Sharks' 2 taller players, but they've been prepared to do most of their work outside as opposed to go inside against Patrick and Garcia.
That's very right, Tony.
Flaherty at the line to shoot 2.
Couldn't agree more. Cameraman Paul Bradford right on the scene. Out of focus by a mile.
Sean Flaherty successful with the first. Our cameraman's all over the place.
Please
Now he's
tune
on the
in.
job. He's right.
Flaherty with his second. It's
And that's
in.
good.
12
Back to
points
12-point
down.
lead for Marty's. Now Sharks can turn it on here for 5.5 minutes. They can cut this lead back, which is what they want to do. Bruce
Pass to
Ward,
Gus.
Garcia, Langlois outside. Oh, great
good
hands,
hands.
Danny Adamson.
Marty's
Sharks
with the ball at the
Marty's
side.
side ball. Bruce Ward to Greg Linton. Cross
Cross
court
to
to
Gus.
Garcia. Oh, trying to go inside. There's a hand in the way there. Danny
Adamson with the ball.
off to Flaherty.
Flaherty will slow their team down and put them in the forward court once again.
Dale Butter still hasn't been used at all by Sharks.
No, very surprisingly.
Curtis Coleman's got it at the top, inside to Adamson. Bruce Ward's too slow for him. Patrick, big defensive rebound. Oh, nearly stolen by Adamson. Patrick off to Greg Linton. Shot, it's off. He's followed it well. He's got a clear shot there and he's missed that. Patrick Langlois, great play. Oh dear. Alan Garcia to Bruce Ward. That's good.
With two. Another
That's the
good
score
move.
they wanted.
I think Marty's very lucky to score then. A couple of very
lucky
passes.
to keep possession of the ball. Bruce Ward with a good shot. Brian Price tries a three. That's short. Patrick, big defensive rebound again. Jim Pappas now. He'll pull it out and slow it up. He's got only one up there. Bruce Ward. Out to Greg Linton. He's had a shot. Oh, Bruce Ward up a mile.
Adamson with the ball. Away
Adamson
comes
here,
Sharks.
4 on 2. Oh, great pass to Flaherty.
And it's been called
the
up.
Charge. That's a great call by Graham Devlin. The right call. Score's cancelled though. I don't know about that.
The score is cancelled. Danny Adamson will be most upset with that.
That's his third foul, of course, Tony, with 4 minutes remaining in the first half.
Danny in foul trouble already.
And Jeff Postman bringing out Steve Moore for Sharks.
Brilliant defence then by Greg Linton.
Yeah, great defensive work by Greg Linton there. John Jauncey bringing the towel onto the court to wipe up a sweat spot.
Good to see a coach making a move like that.
As we see there, a 14-point lead to Marty's.
Yes, very good opening by Marty's. I'm very surprised.
The telling factor here could be the benches of the two teams. Sharks would appear to have a better bench by quite a way. If Marty's players tire at the pace of this game, they could be forced to go to their bench, which would bring about their downfall. Yes. That would be definitely the weakest part of the Marty's game. We know that Bruce Ward's got a suspect ankle. He's playing his comeback game at the moment.
Playing very well, I should
add. He is playing a good game, but of course if Bruce does injure that ankle again, they'll have to go to their bench, and that could bring about a problem for them. Curtis Coleman, a great steal off to Flaherty. Takes on Linton on, he's fouled him.
Oh, unlucky.
The ball would just not drop for Sean Flaherty, but the foul is against Greg Linton.
Beautiful move by Curtis Coleman, in it once again.
Great play by Curtis.
Curtis keeping the Sharks in the game, definitely.
Yep.
Flaherty with the shots once again. He's already hit 2 from 2 from the line. 3 from 3.
Which gives him 100%, of course.
Good shooting by Sean Flaherty.
Normally a good outside shooter. He's only had a couple of outside shots tonight, and I don't think he's connected with one yet.
No. And it's
missed that foul shot, though.
Langlois on the Pappas. Pappas with the ball, settling for Marty's.
Oh, good pass, Jim Pappas inside to Linton. He's fouled by Coleman.
Coleman fouls. Linton to the line.
Yeah, Greg Linton will go to the line here to shoot 2. We've got 3 minutes 40 remaining in the half. Marty's holding a 13-point lead.
Yes.
Interesting to note on the scoreboard there that Marty's have got only 3 team fouls to Sharks 8. But Danny Adamson with 3 for Sharks.
Curtis Coleman with 2.
Curtis Coleman's got 2, yeah. Well, that's a very important factor on this game. If either of those players had a foul out,
yes,
Sharks will have no hope of getting that in.
Linton playing a very good game tonight.
Yeah, he's a good player, Greg Linton. Bruce Ward, Jim Pappas, Greg Linton. Takes on Adamson. Oh, and a great drive, Greg Linton.
Good drive,
great teamwork, Marty's. They've got a 16-point lead now with 3.5 minutes remaining in the half.
Greg Linton straight down the middle. I would say...
Flaherty, Adamson, he'll look for a 3. That's short. Coleman tip.
And it's in.
Oh, and it's gone in again.
Curtis
Coleman. What a leap. That would be his 3rd tip in, wouldn't it, Tony?
I would say definitely 3rd tip in. Brilliant play by Curtis
I don't think
Coleman.
Patrick Langlois expected this from Coleman. Oh, and a good pass by Pappas in to Bruce Ward. And it's a great
Ward
basket.
once again. Bruce Ward playing very well.
He's playing a great game. Flaherty to Postma. Coleman down low.
Coleman goes
on
inside.
Garcia and
it's
a great
good.
shot. Curtis Coleman bringing Sharks back into this game. They're down by 14 now. Flaherty putting pressure on Pappas. Oh, he's very lucky to get out of that. Greg Linton goes all the way. And what a great shot. Greg
Brilliant
Linton.
play by Greg Linton.
What a move, Greg Linton.
I don't think you'll get it this easy tomorrow night, Tony.
No. Of course, Navajo's fronting up against Monia All-Stars in the final of the NBA tomorrow night. Danny Adamson goes through the keeper at score. Marty's lead by 14 now.
Towel's been called. Patrick Langlois just hitting the floor then.
Paul Bradford not concentrating on his work as a cameraman at all.
And we see
what's happening here, Tony.
Towel's been called.
Towel's
Down
been
there we
called
see
for
Dennis Emmett wiping up the court.
Oh,
Good
that's
towel
great
boy,
to see.
Dennis Emmett.
Great to see.
Manager come towel boy, Dennis Emmett.
Oh, great work. Curtis Coleman, Tony's playing the best game I've seen him play for a while.
Yes.
We know, of course, that he is a good player.
Yes, he's out here to prove, I think, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Well, of course, Curtis has played for Marty's in the past. He's got a big point to prove to them tonight.
That's right.
Patrick. There's his ability to work with the ball with two hands. Pappas into Linton on the baseline. Turnaround jumper is good.
Good shot, Greg Linton.
Greg Linton on fire. Cannot do a thing wrong tonight, Greg Linton.
Yes, playing very well.
Flaherty trying to run an offence for Sharks. Outside to Coleman. It's gone too far. Oh, they've retained the ball. How did that happen? I've got no idea. I think that was a blatant mistake on Graham Devon's part.
Yes, I don't think he knew what was going on.
Referees never make mistakes, but I'll tell you what Graham Devon certainly did there. Sean Flaherty, rebound Greg Linton. Breaks on Patrick Langlois. Turns around. Oh.
Very big arms on Patrick Langlois.
Threw that pass with his left hand. Brian Price now bringing it up for the Sharks.
Price with the ball.
Curtis Coleman looks extremely fit. Adamson
Coleman
at the top.
Adamson.
Adamson taking on Ward, pulls up for a jumper, and
points.
it's good.
I think Sharks have just started to hit a bit more fire than what we have seen with 1 minute
Adamson's
to go.
starting to lift. Coleman's playing well. Greg Linton. Brian Price with a big rebound.
Very
good
unusual.
boxing out of Bruce Ward there. Danny Adamson now taking on Bruce Ward. He's pulled up. Oh, on a bad pass. Linton coming away now. Bruce Ward. Oh, Flaherty, good hands.
Flaherty.
36 seconds left in the half. Flaherty to Adamson. Oh, foul's been called on Pappas, has it? He's given him 2 shots too, Peter Tholborn.
Yes, the
foul's on Pappas' hands. 2 shots.
Danny
Adamson will go to the line.
Lucky.
Connects with these. There'll only be 12 points in it. 32 seconds remaining in the half.
A big grin on his face by Danny Adamson. He knows it wasn't a foul. Adamson with the shots.
Danny should connect both of these. First is
Good
good.
Shot. 33-46. Could go down to 12 points.
And the second is successful. Cuts the margin back to 12.
Pappas with the ball. 30 seconds remaining.
Marty's will look to get 1 shot away here. Oh no.
Oh, Coleman with the ball again.
Curtis has made a steal. Price will slow it down. 21 seconds remaining on the clock. Sharks will look to work it. No, Coleman scores.
Coleman with the shots once again.
13 seconds remaining in the half. Can Marty score?
11 seconds to go.
Bruce Ward.
9. Ward with the ball.
Probably look to give it to Patrick. No, Pappas. 3-pointer.
It's off.
Coleman tips it out, and that's half time.
Half time has been called by the umpires. 10 points
10-point margin to Marty's. Welcome back to this second half. We've got 2 minutes left in half time. As we look at the scores from the first half, Marty's have a 10-point lead at this stage. Leading scorers for Marty, we've got Alan Garcia with 12, Patrick Langlois 11, Greg Linton also with 11, Bruce Ward 8 and Jim Pappas 4. Marty's, of course, have only used that 5 players right from throughout the first half. Of course, as we mentioned earlier, they've got a weakened bench than Sharks have. Leading scorers for Shark, Danny Adamson. Tony's got 15 and Curtis Coleman 12, definitely their main scorers.
Yeah.
Sean Flaherty with 5 and Stephen Moore with 4. Brian Price and Jeff Posman have been the other players used by Marty's Sharks to this stage of the game. Players in foul trouble for Sharks, Danny Adamson 3 and Curtis Coleman 2. For Marty's, no one with more than 1 foul, which could also having a telling influence on this game.
Yeah, so that was a very good half, Tony.
Yeah.
Marty's come away, and then Sharks just fought back in the last couple of minutes of that half.
Yeah. This game should still go down to the wire, I'd say, at this stage.
Yes, only 10 points, not enough to give a definite yes or no whether Marty's will win.
No, could go either way. Patrick Langlois, Greg Linton, Alan Garcia, Jim Pappas, all playing well for Marty's.
Yeah.
For Sharks, really, you couldn't go past Curtis Coleman, probably for best on court even. Curtis has played a great first half.
Yes, Curtis would have to be best of field so far.
Scored 12 points, of course. Danny Adamson, of course, with 15, hasn't really influenced had a great effect on this game to date.
Danny hasn't done very much at all, I don't think. He's been very quiet.
Danny, of course, with 15 points is the leading scorer for the game so far. He's also got 3 fouls. But this game could still go either way. Be very interesting to see. Any predictions, Tony, as to what's going to happen this second half?
Well, all my prediction is if Curtis fires, it could get exciting.
Yeah, I'd say Danny Adams and Curtis Coleman will be looking for big halves. Patrick will look to steady and take control of the boards. See Dale Butters starting the second half for Sharks with Jeff Postman sitting on the bench and also Brian Price.
Yes.
Dale, of course, a good player but wasn't used in the first half.
Yes, very
Marty's
surprising.
have got the 5 players that they've played the entire game with to date, and that could be the problem. They might run into fitness problems.
Yes, well, that's exactly right. They might not last the distance. Some very tired players out there at the moment, I should presume.
Yeah, Curtis Coleman looking very fit and could have a big influence on this half. Danny Adamson wins a tap.
Butters with the ball, Flaherty.
We're away in this second half of the grand final.
Flaherty with the
Marty's
ball.
with a 10-point lead at this stage. Adamson working on Ward, 3-pointer.
And
it's good.
Danny
Danny Adamson starts the second half in fine form with a 3-pointer. Marty's now lead cut to 7. Pappas to Ward. Oh, and that's a charge on Bruce Ward. Great defence, Sean Flaherty.
Yes, brilliant defence by Sean Flaherty then.
Steve Moore to take it out for Sharks. Curtis Coleman trying to lift his team.
Yes, Flaherty with the ball.
Marty's playing extended zone. No, they are playing a man-to-man. We've got Langlois on Butters. Great block, Steve Moore. And he scored!
Shot, Stephen Moore.
Cut the lead to 5.
And
We've got Coleman lined up on Langlois again. Oh no, Coleman's taking Garcia. Adamson on Langlois. 3-pointer from Patrick. And that's good. Great
shot.
shooter, Patrick Langlois. Brilliant all-round player. That's probably why he won the MVP for this year. Adamson, 3. And it's good.
Hey,
A big shootout on. Marty's lead by 5, and we've had a brilliant opening to this second half.
Both teams
Greg
opening
Linton
very well.
into Bruce Ward, outside to Jim Pappas, inside to Garcia.
And away goes
Adamson,
Moore.
Steve Moore, 2-on-1, Flaherty. Oh, Danny
Adamson
Adamson
with a
follows
tip.
up with a tip.
Brilliant start
Oh,
by
and all of a
Sharks.
sudden Marty's
3
lead cut
points.
to 3. Oh, what an exciting second half we've got here.
Brilliant play on the part of Sharks then.
Steve Moore playing good defence on Adams. Greg Linton. Pappas with a shot. Yes,
It's
that's
in.
good.
Jim Pappas didn't know quite what to do then. Bit slow.
Marty's lead by 5.
Sharks
Flaherty
back in
slowing
the ball
down
game.
now. Sharks really want to score. Adamson working Ward. 3-pointers short. Oh, and the foul's on Adamson.
foul's
That
been
could be
called.
costly. That's his 4th. Danny
Adamson
Adamson with a
with
great
4
start to
fouls.
this second half. Would not want to foul out.
2 out of 3 3-pointers in a row. Brilliant
Danny would
start.
have, I'd say, 23 points for the game so far, but he's got 4 fouls. Coleman feeds Langlois, Garcia feeds Langlois on the base, and it's a good shot from
Scores
Patrick.
Green.
Marty's
a
lead by
brilliant player.
7. Flaherty bring the ball away for Sharks. Coleman telling him to slow it down, which he does.
Yes,
Working the offence. Butters, Flaherty,
Flaherty with the ball.
Butters again on the base. Trying to work Langlois, Butters.
Butters.
Got no penetration, Sharks. Coleman at the top. 10 seconds, siren's gone. Coleman drive. Butters Flaherty, great work,
Butters
Sean
back.
Flaherty. Steve Moore off to Adamson. Great drive, and he
And it's
scored.
in. 2 points to Danny Adamson. The score's back to 5.
Very vocal
Ward.
crowd here tonight.
Yes, Ward with the ball for Marty's. Out to
To
Linton. He was steady.
Set it down. Jim Pappas.
Pappas with the ball. Back to Linton.
Linton at the top, trying to work the offence. Bruce Ward takes on Flaherty, dumps off to Langlois, turn around jumper, and it's good.
It's in.
Off the glass, 2 points, Patrick Langlois.
Adamson not impressed at the
No,
moment. Having a word with
Jeff
coach.
Price. It's one thing he doesn't want to do, and that's lose his cool. He's only got one foul left to play with this last 17 minutes. Flaherty outside, 3-point attempt is off. Patrick Langlois takes it out of Greg Linton's hands. Great rebound. Marty's running away again. Greg Linton feeds Garcia. Coleman gets a hand in his way. Adamson, 3 on 1.
3 on 1.
Adamson to Moore, and he's missed it.
Moore's off.
Greg Linton.
I think Moore thought Langlois was going to come at him then.
Jim Pappas, top of the key, is off. Bruce Ward. No, he's missed it, Bruce Ward. Adamson with the rebound. Slows it down again for Sharks to Steve Moore.
Right, very scrambly those last couple of minutes this first half. Adamson with the ball.
He's looking to work on Bruce Ward. Pulls it out. 3-pointer.
And it's good. Brilliant
Danny
shooting.
Adamson on fire from the
He has
second
made
half.
a very good start this half, Danny
Oh,
Adamson.
brilliant play, Danny Adamson.
4
Marty's
points
looking
of
to slow it
difference.
down. The lead's been cut to 4 points. An amazing display of basketball by Sharks. Langlois off the glass,
again.
another 2.
No one can stop this man,
No.
Patrick Langlois.
Great player.
Flaherty with the ball for Sharks.
At the Butters. 3-point attempt. Oh, too long.
Langlois
Langlois
with
the
the ball.
rebound. To Linton.
Linton will slow it down for Sharks. For
To Marty's.
Marty's.
Garcia out to Pappas. Inside to Garcia again. Curtis is all over him. Patrick, 2 points off the
2
glass
more
again.
points.
That's the telling factor. Danny Adamson can't play defence on Patrick. Patrick's far too quick for Danny now.
I would say there should be a swap, Curtis and
Yeah,
Danny.
I'd say Curtis would take Patrick very, very shortly.
Adamson with the ball. On to Moore.
Moore in the base, into Coleman. Garcia taps it out.
Coleman not happy with that pass.
Flaherty. Coleman at the top. Danny's setting the screen. Pappas works through it. Adamson looking for the shot. He's had one. He's off this time. Greg Linton with a defensive rebound. Oh, lucky to keep it in to Patrick.
Up comes
Patrick running away with it. Oh, great bounce pass to Bruce Ward, and he scored.
2
Marty's
points to
lead
Bruce
by
Ward.
10.
Marty's have come back away.
Yeah, they lead by 10 now.
Yes. Sharks are playing very patchy basketball.
Yeah,
at
they
the moment,
certainly are. Danny Adamson looks very tired, I'd say, at this stage, actually. He runs for a couple of minutes, then takes a couple of minutes break. Danny Adamson, wow. Curtis Coleman,
That's 2
great
points.
work.
Brilliant pass. Brilliant
Working
assist.
brilliantly, feeds inside to Danny Adamson, who scores a great basket. 8-point lead now to Marty's.
And as we see, Coleman coming onto Langlois. We
Yeah,
predicted this.
we predicted that. Coleman will play hard work on Patrick. Curtis is playing a great game to date. Danny Garcia working on him. Oh, Garcia tries to tip Danny. Rebound, defensive.
Danny will pull up and shoot, I would say.
Yeah, he has done that, and it's good. No,
Oh.
Curtis follows up. He has a shot. So that's
And it's
good.
in. Coleman
2
again.
points, Curtis Coleman. Marty's lead cut to 6.
Sharks back in the game once again. 6-point lead here to Marty's at the moment.
Looks as
Marty's
if
with
Sharks
the
could
ball.
turn it on any stage, I'd say, and if they do, they're going to run away from Marty's. Patrick with the 3 is off. Garcia. Oh, Linton and Ward getting mixed up. No
Could be
talking at
travel.
all. Travel called. Whether or not they had the ball is the question. Flaherty takes it down the middle. Pulls
And
out
pulls
again.
it
Good
out.
move.
Coleman
Curtis
not
not happy there.
again.
Rightfully so, I'd say. Danny inside.
It's off.
Patrick. Oh,
Moore.
Steve Moore. Greg Linton off to Pappas. Got Flaherty to beat. Linton. Oh, and he
2 points
scored.
to Greg Linton.
Flaherty's on the floor. He's okay, though. Bringing the ball up the court now for Sharks.
Flaherty with the ball.
Marty's lead by 8 again. Flaherty, Butters. Danny Adamson at the top, working on Ward. Another three-pointer. He's
and it's
good.
Danny Adamson back in the game. I think he's hit about 4 3-pointers now in
Yes,
this half.
4 or 5 pointers for the half, Danny Adamson. Pappas
Very
working
good
on
shooting.
Flaherty. Langlois, Garcia on the base. It's off.
And away
Flaherty.
goes Flaherty.
He's got Pappas to beat. Coleman backing up.
And
Curtis, a
Coleman
great
rebounds.
offensive rebound. Pulls it out. Working on Garcia. Getting the fancy stuff. Setting up the offense again. Gives it to Adamson. Pass inside to Moore is a good one. Coleman looking to work on Langlois.
Very good move by Curtis Coleman. He'll have a shot.
Three-pointer is short. Oh, Patrick, big rebound. Taps it to Bruce Ward. Garcia, Linton. So I'll slow it down now. Patrick, you look to work Curtis. Oh, Greg Linton, great move. Good
Yes,
pass,
good
Patrick
drive, Greg
Langlois
Linton.
for an assist.
Yes, the Sharks not keeping to their players at the moment. Greg Linton running wild. We see Stephen Moore with the ball for Sharks. 65-58 the scores. Oh, bad pass by Curtis Coleman then.
Danny Adamson, Tony's already scored 18 points in this half
Oh,
to give him
brilliant play.
33 points for the game. Greg Linton there scores.
Again.
Marty's lead by 9.
Greg Linton playing a superb game.
So Danny Adamson with 33 points to date in the game already. Patrick defensive rebound. Bruce Ward. It's 3-on-1 here if Marty's get moving. Pappas outside. Slow
Pappas
it
with the
down.
ball.
Back to Linton at the top. They'll set up
Yes,
the offense.
It looks as if Sharks are tiring a little here. Not
I think
keeping
they
up
might
with
be.
players.
Dale Butters does not look fit at all. He's got his shorts on back to front and all. No idea what that'd be for. Danny Adamson, big rebound. They've got Patrick to beat. Oh, and he gets that big hand in the way.
Patrick's great big arm stops the ball once again.
John Jauncey, coach of Marty's, calling a timeout here.
Yes, the so-called Sharks started that half very well, Tony.
Yeah.
Back in the game.
Danny Adamson shooting brilliantly. He's shot 18 points in this half already. So add to his 15 in the first half to give him a total of 33 to date for the game.
Still 10 minutes to play.
Still 10 minutes to play. Marty's lead by 9. Both teams' fitness is definitely going to be the big problem. Danny Adamson, of course, has got 4 fouls. If he fouls out, Marty's could take control again. Patrick Langlois, of course, is having a big influence on this game. Whenever Marty's Sharks look like coming back, Patrick scores all the time. So
Yes.
I'd say Marty's at this stage would probably be favourites still, although Danny and Curtis Coleman playing great games for Sharks.
Yes,
So-
Curtis Coleman playing a very good game.
Curtis
so
is
far.
playing a great game, as is Danny now, starting to shoot really well. If he can keep hitting those 3-pointers, Martin could be in trouble.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Tony. Sharks with the ball once
Time
again.
in now, Sharks with the ball. If they score here, it'd be 7-point lead to Marty's.
Or 6.
Or it could even be 6, that's correct. Steve Moore to Flaherty.
Flaherty
Pappas is working on him. Adamson, great pass to Dale Butters.
Oh,
Is blocked by
brilliant
Patrick.
block.
Defensive rebound, Greg Linton. Breaks on. Bruce Ward. Pulls it back out.
Linton with the ball for Marty's. Oh,
Oh,
stolen by
still
Stephen
Steve Moore. Certain 2 points coming up, yes.
And it's in. Good move, Stephen
Great
Moore.
work, Steve Moore.
Just shows what a brilliant player he
Oh,
is.
he's a great player. Under 20 state rep. Marty's lead now by 7. Curtis working Patrick. Patrick to Pappas on the base.
Pappas with the ball.
Inside to
Ward.
Bruce Ward. Oh, Dale Butters,
brilliant.
great block.
And
Sean
away
Flaherty.
they go again.
Great
All
fast
players
break.
down
Marty's
there.
lead by
Brilliant
5.
play.
Very vocal crowd here tonight.
And away go Sharks once again.
Marty's looking to slow it down and play their game. Steve Moore playing excellent defence on Greg Linton. Off to Garcia.
Garcia with the ball.
Coleman keeping Patrick out of the game to perfection. Garcia inside. Oh, he scored.
Garcia with 2.
Marty's lead by 7 again.
Yes, they just cannot seem to get in this 5-point margin.
I predict Butters or Flaherty or Adamson to shoot a 3-pointer here. Butters it
Oh,
is, and it's
brilliant
good.
shot by Dale Butters.
Dale Butters.
Away
is a
they
good
go
player.
again. 4
Marty's
points
lead
now.
by 4.
Brilliant game this.
I noticed, Tony, that Marty Zuko is sitting on the end of the Marty's bench down there. He does not look a happy man at all.
No, not very
Perhaps our
happy.
cameraman Paul Bradford could get a shot of Marty there. He's just stood up and started to walk away.
I don't think our cameraman knows what's going on.
Greg Linton with the ball on the side for Marty's to Pappas. Curtis boxing out Patrick.
Yes, Curtis doing an excellent job.
Yeah,
Man
playing
of
a
the
great
match
game.
for sure.
I'd say
far.
so, definitely, to this date. Danny Adamson, of course, has got the points on the board, but Curtis is playing great work offensive and defensively. Dale Butters inside to Adamson.
Adamson off.
Oh, he's missed
and
the first, but scores with a tip.
And it's come up.
Marty's lead by 4. Patrick is not happy.
Patrick's not a happy wee little boy.
I reckon Patrick might have a 3-point attempt here.
It could be on the cards.
No, pass off to Garcia. And he's short.
Curtis with the ball.
Coleman, big rebound. He's played a great game. Curtis Coleman to Flaherty.
Flaherty with the ball.
Takes on Pappas. Pulls up. Patrick with a big rebound. Greg Linton, he's got his back to the ball. Shot, he's good.
Scores. Good shot, Greg Linton.
Great shot. Marty's lead by 6.
What an excellent game.
Oh, it's a great game.
Seen here tonight.
Nowhere near
Brilliant
finished yet.
shots. 8 minutes to go. 6 points in the ball game.
Adamson. Screen by Butters.
Short.
Danny Adamson is short. Patrick, big rebound.
Adamson ass.
Flaherty. Patrick pulls up jumper. 2 points
Patrick
are good.
Scores.
Marty's now extend that lead back to 8. He's the man, Patrick. Marty's look like being in trouble. They look for Patrick and he scores most times. Butters works out to Flaherty.
Flaherty brings it round to the top.
Working that offense, looking for the opening. Curtis Coleman shoots over Garcia and it's
good. Curtis Coleman with 2. Brilliant play on his behalf.
Cuts the lead back to 6.
Marty's with the ball.
Garcia, no, it's gone out of hand, out of bounds off Curtis.
Well, I don't know.
Greg Linton into Garcia, shoots over Danny,
2
it's
points.
good. Danny's not a happy man.
No.
Sharks have got 2 timeouts left in this half. I'd be very surprised if Jeff Price doesn't call one shortly.
Yes.
Butters looking to work on Ward. Flaherty into Adamson. Patrick's playing on him now. Great hand off to Curtis. Oh, very
unlucky.
close.
The point should have counted, goaltending, but they weren't.
Linton to Pappas. Garcia.
Gus with the ball. Out to
Patrick. Greg Linton. Garcia. He's lost it. Flaherty. 3 on 3.
Sharks.
Coleman. Pappas takes it out over the end line.
Yes. Coleman a little bit fancy on that occasion.
Yeah, overdid it slightly.
He's a crowd player.
Oh yeah, he's played a great game though. Don't take anything away from him.
No, that's exactly right. The towel's been called. On comes Jaunty.
Umpire's time to call out, to wipe the floor. Marty's at this stage leading by 8, 6.5 minutes to go in the game.
Sharks with the ball from the side.
Curtis Coleman will inbound it.
Jaunty just walking off the court. Gives the towel to Orlando.
Orlando Wilson, of course, an Navajo's player.
Adamson with the ball. Langlois playing on Adamson.
Danny will not shoot a 3-pointer here. If Patrick could block it, that'll be why.
Yeah, that's right.
Flaherty working on Pappas. More. Danny Adamson takes on Patrick inside. And Patrick, big rebound.
Bad luck by Danny Adamson and brilliant rebound by Patrick Langlois. On comes
Long pass to
Martis.
Garcia. Patrick Langlois at the top of the key. Oh, and he scores. Adamson's on the floor. He's not happy about anything.
Adamson's not even
He's
up
got to
yet.
get up, but he's got to forget about that. Got to get on with the game. He's too good a player to worry about that. Marty's lead by 10 with 5:50 to go in the game. Adamson. Oh, shoots over Patrick's far too short. Steve Moore. Good work. He's gone over the end line though. Garcia inbounds at Linton.
Marty's have the ball.
Sharks are going to have to go for it now. Garcia, Bruce Ward.
Oh, bad luck there.
Garcia out to Langlois.
Marty's just settled.
Oh,
And
good steal, Sean Flaherty.
And
3
away
on
come
2, Sharks bring it away. Flaherty pulls up for a jumper.
And
It's
it's good. Good shot by Sean Flaherty that occasion. 7 points back in this game.
8 points it is,
8
Tone.
points.
Pappas to Garcia, takes on Danny inside. Danny pushing foul called on Garcia. He's not happy about it.
He's not happy
Patrick
at all.
keeps him out of it.
And
Sharks have got the ball on the sideline. There's 8 points in it with 5 minutes to go. Timeout called here.
Timeout by Sharks on this occasion. I feel sure Sharks coach Jeff Price will tell him to slow it right down.
Yeah, I'd say so.
As we hear these stats.
Danny Adamson today has got 35 points.
As we see the cameraman go around the crowd.
Patrick Langlois got 26 for Marty's. Greg Linton with 19. Alan Garcia with 18. Curtis has only scored 16, Tony. I thought he'd scored a lot more than that. Of course, he's played some excellent defence.
Yes, he has. How many has Curtis scored?
16, 4 in the second half, 12 in the first.
Yes.
He played an excellent game. I'd still rate him as the best on the court.
Yes, I would have to as well. Brilliant all-rounder at the moment. As we see Sharks back in the ball game through Sean Flaherty. 8
points in this game with just under 5 minutes to go.
Price with the ball.
Price working on Ward, out to Flaherty. Inside to Coleman. This will be good. Oh, Danny Adamson, great tip. 6 points in it with under 4 minutes to play.
I think that shot would have went in anyway.
Yeah, I think it probably would have too, Tony, but great work by Danny, made sure of it. Patrick, of course, could have jumped up there and got rid of it. Oh, great defence by Flaherty. Ward to Linton. Oh, going to be a charge, I'd say.
And the charge is
great defence, Danny Adamson.
Brilliant defence, Danny Adamson. Greg Linton with the charge
Danny
on
took
that
a big risk there. He's got 4 fouls, of course. If that had been called a foul on him, he would have been fouled out.
He would have gone off.
Great work, Danny Adamson. Yeah, definitely. Unlucky, perhaps, Greg Linton, although I think Danny was definitely there.
Yes, he was definitely there. Brilliant defence.
Interesting to see that Dale Butters has been taken off the court.
Yes, he hit one nice three-pointer in this half as
Brian
well.
Price comes on into a very precious stage of the game. We're going to need some excellent work here from our cameraman Paul Bradford. This game's going to get very quick here. Will he keep up with it?
Price with the ball.
Jump shot, short. Garcia rebound to Langlois. Marty's lead by 6. They'll look to work it here for a shot. Garcia, Pappas. Jump shot inside the keys off. Patrick, tip in, it's tech foul.
And a tech's been called.
The crowd's gone wild.
For hanging on to the ring.
Yeah, does the basket count? Yes, basket counts. Tech foul on Patrick Langlois.
I think Adamson will go to the line here.
Hanging on to the ring. Patrick, of course, hanging on to the ring after he dunked that one. Yes. Great dunk off that tip in, but of course he's hanging on to the ring. You can't do it. It's a tech foul. Danny Adamson will go to the line here, Tony, and I reckon he'll hit both of these.
And rightly been called up, that tech foul.
Yeah, great call. Both referees blowing their whistle.
Yes. Brilliant dunk, though.
Oh, great.
I hope our cameraman Paul Bradford got that.
I don't think he did, Tony, somehow. He asked me what happened, so I reckon we might have missed it.
That's not unusual. Adamson with the shots.
I reckon he'll make both of these to give it, put it 6 points difference. Oh, he's missed the first.
He's not impressed.
Missed. Very costly miss.
That could be the difference of the game. Adamson with the last shot. It's good.
Scored with that one.
74-81.
7 points in it.
Sharks not still out of the ball game. Marty's with the ball through Pappas. On to Linton.
Linton. Down low to Patrick. Oh, excellent hands, Curtis. Danny, Brian Price brings it away.
Price with the ball. Price on
Coleman.
to Coleman.
Takes a 3-point shot. Patrick Langlois, big rebound. Greg Linton. Oh, good hands, Steve Moore.
Yes, good hands, Stephen Moore. Marty's with the ball at the side. Into Garcia.
Garcia, turn around, jump shot, he's short. Patrick.
Oh, push off by Patrick.
Score's been cancelled. Foul has been called on Patrick. He's going crooked, Garcia. Side ball, Sharks. Seven points in it at this stage. Adamson and Coleman are posting up low. Outside to Price. Back out to Coleman. Jumper is off. Adamson gets up a mile on the boards. Danny Adamson and Patrick are both on the floor. Garcia. Bruce Ward, he scored.
Bruce Ward's 2 points.
I reckon that might have done it. 9 points in it.
Yes,
Although still only 3 shots.
Go. Very good game.
Umpire's timeout's been called. We've got Swarter on the floor. Sharks will have to take it back.
Sharks back to
That's
the
interesting,
baseline.
Tony, because that's a waste of time, actually. The clock was allowed to wind down. The bench officials weren't aware that the game was stopped.
No,
The Sharks would have lost some time there.
very poorly on the bench officials just then. But that's the way it goes. I see Bruins members on the bench.
Yes, definitely. Jeff Price there, of course, coach of Sharks, a former Bruins player himself. I don't think that'll have any effect on the game whatsoever.
No. Still a hold up, but ball's now been brought into play. Price with the ball for
Price
Sharks.
bring it up to Sharks.
Adamson with the ball.
He's shooting over Patrick, and it's
he's
good.
got it. He scored.
6 points in it. Patrick now bring it up for Marty's. He try and do it all himself. Curtis takes it off him outside the Price. Patrick, he's got to score. He's got it back. He scores, all right. He's
Patrick
good and he knows it. And by gee, he's a good player, Patrick Langlois. On the MVP this year. If he wants to score, he'll get a score. Curtis Coleman blocked by Garcia, but a foul.
Been called. And the foul's
not
been
happy.
called.
Garcia not happy at all.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it was a foul.
Yeah, it definitely was a foul. Garcia getting onto Coleman's hands as he had that shot. Curtis will want to hit both of these. There's 8 points in it now with 2.5 minutes to go.
He'll get a tech if he doesn't shut up. Coleman with the ball.
Well, Tony, that prediction I made before the game of 10 points Marty's way looks like it could hold up.
Yes.
Curtis
that's what it
misses the
looks at
first.
moment.
Crowd going wild here.
Coleman with the ball. He
Successful
makes
with the
his
second.
shot. 78-85.
Still too late, I feel. 2.5 minutes remaining in the game. Marty's lead by 7. As long as that man, Patrick Langlois, out there, they won't lose. As he
That's
scores
right.
there again.
A brilliant player,
Great
Patrick
game,
Langlois.
Patrick.
Adamson with the ball.
Oh, back to Adamson. Patrick Adamson working on him. He's fouled him. He's got 3 shots. Side ball.
Side
No.
ball.
What's going on? Tholborn scored 3 shots. Debenham scored side ball. Very controversial here.
What
Oh,
is
very
going on?
unfortunate there. Peter Tholborn scored 3 shots.
Very bad call then by Graham Deadman. Should definitely.
Surprised
be.
Adamson isn't having something more to say about that.
Yes, Price, a very unhappy man at the moment.
Coleman shoots over Patrick. Steve Moore. Adamson is
That's
good.
2. 7
2
points
minutes
in the
remaining,
game. 2
7
minutes
points in it.
remaining.
Pappas to Garcia to Pappas. Linton.
Sharks have got to come up on their players.
Linton, Garcia, Ward. Linton. Garcia. Pappas. We've got a 30-second clock in action here. Patrick Langlois looking to work over Curtis. Oh, an easy Scott.
Bad
Great
defense
offense by
by Sean
Marty's.
Flaherty.
Great offense. Steve Moore should have a 3-point shot here. Oh, Patrick Steele, Bruce Ward.
Sharks
back to
throwing the ball
Patrick.
game away at the moment.
1.5 minutes to go. Marty's lead by 9.
Away goes
Coleman,
Coleman.
Moore. Curtis takes on Patrick. Flaherty. Oh, no, he's missed it.
Oh, fighting
2 Sharks
amongst
players
themselves.
fighting each other there, and a foul's been called on Sean Flaherty.
Yes, very scrappy play there
Yeah.
by Sharks. Foul's been called on Sharks.
1 minute 14 remaining. Marty's lead by 9.
Very good game. Pappas with the ball.
Flaherty playing good D against him. Greg Linton. Pass to Garcia. Points count. Foul on Coleman.
That's brought it to 11. Your 10-point margin could be right here, Tony.
Oh, looks very close.
Garcia with one shot.
Goes to the line to shoot one.
I think a couple of quick threes from Daniel Curtis is what they need.
Well, that's right, Tony. Of course, whether or not they can do it's another thing. Patrick's playing excellent defence on Danny at this stage. Patrick's Jalen Garcia scores there to put Marty's in front by 12. Flaherty could be the man to do it, I'd say, at this stage. Oh, he shot an air ball, though. That's definitely not the way to do it. I don't think Sean Flaherty scored a single three-pointer tonight. Into Patrick. Jump shot. Danny Adamson, Patrick, tip, good.
Goes again.
It's all over, I'd say. Marty's lead by 14, 50
over.
seconds remaining in this game.
14 points ahead.
Flaherty inside 2 points.
Marty's have the ball.
Marty's lead by 12 and have possession. Patrick to Ward. Bruce Ward will take it back out, I should think. Yeah, right out to Patrick. Deep in the court. Patrick down to Bruce Ward, Pappas, Greg Linton. Oh, and that's a foul on Steve Moore.
Unlucky Stephen Moore then. Good block, just the body.
Clean hands, but got into the side with his body. Linton will go to the side here. Go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yes, and I'm sure the game's all over now, Tony. Linton to the line for 2. Greg Linton's played an outstanding game here.
Yeah, Greg Linton's played a great game tonight, Tony.
Marty's.
First shot successful.
I think this will be the only grand final Greg Linton plays in this weekend and wins, though.
Oh, he's playing in another one tomorrow, Tony, but I don't think he's got anywhere near as much chance tomorrow.
No.
Of course, if he plays anywhere tonight, near as well as he does tonight, it'll be a good game.
He'll need to
Flaherty to Brian Price. He's inside.
Short.
Patrick Langlois, big rebound. Pappas, 14, 12, 11. Under 10 seconds, Garcia, Patrick. He takes it out. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 3-pointer. Intentional foul on Curtis Coleman. 3-pointer counts. Intentional foul called. Marty's have won their inaugural summer basketball competition. Patrick Langlois, MVP.
Goes to the line once again. Patrick Langlois, an outstanding basketballer from the US.
He's scored 26 points to date in this half, Tony.
That's an excellent effort by Patrick Langlois. Could this be 27?
And Danny Adamson scored 28 for the half.
No, he's missed. 1 second to go.
1 second remaining in this game. Marty's lead by 17 points. And it's all over.
It's all over.
Marty's win, and Marty's are ecstatic.
Marty's, brilliant team effort by Marty's.
Great work.
Sharks. Excellent game of basketball for the crowd here tonight. As we see both teams shaking hands, we will give you stats in quite a little time. What an excellent game of basketball we just had, Tony Simons.
Great game, Tony. Our leading scorers for tonight, for Marty's, Patrick Langlois, game top scorer.
With how many, Tony?
No, sorry, Marty's top scorer with 37. Greg Linton scored 23, played a great game. Alan Garcia with 21 also played well. Bruce Ward with 12, Jim Pappas with 10. For Sharks, Danny Adamson played his heart out for 43 points. Curtis Coleman, of course, with 17. Sean Flaherty, 11. Stephen Moore, 8. And Dale Butters, 3. Marty's, of course, played the entire game out with that first 5 players, and that shows up on the scoreboard with all 5 of Marty's players scoring double figures, whereas for Sharks, they had 2 players with 3.
as we see cameraman Paul Bradford. Has he turned the video off?
Marty's winning this game here tonight, running out comprehensive winners. Marty's have won their first grand final ever.
Yes, excellent game.
Being presented with the Cascade Shield.
Joe Zuko.
No, Greg Linton's collecting the shield for Marty's.
Brilliant player, Greg Linton.
Greg Linton's going to say a few words now.
Yes.
Greg Linton thanking John Jauncey, Marty's coach, in his first season of coaching
speech.
HBL.
He's done well with that team.
Brad appreciates that.
Oh well.
Top scorers tonight, Danny Adamson 43, which is exactly what Patrick Langlois 37.
Both
Great
excellent
game.
players.
And that brings our production to a close tonight.